Just go. You are righteous God. You are. You saved my soul. You healed my heart. You took me to a greater height. Righteous God. You are. Oh, no, no, no. You are the righteous God. Oh, Bamila. Oh, Miso. Oh, Bamila, see me, God. Oh, no, 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 no. No iniquity in you, oh God. Oh, Bamila. Oh, Miso. Oh, Bamila, see me, lift up your hands, oh ye God. Be lifted up, and let the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? Ancient of days, lily of the valley. There is none like you, oh God. Mímọ́ ni ó pípé ni ó ọlọ́run ìyanu o. Immortal, invisible, none like you, none like you, none like you. After independence, millions of Nigerian children are still roaming the streets instead of staying in their classrooms. A survey conducted by the United Nations Children's Fund indicates that the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria has risen from 10.5 million to 13.2 million. Most of these children are in Nigeria's northern states of Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa, where the Boko Haram insurgency has disrupted academic activities. Although Although the federal government disputes the figure, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education insists that no nation can achieve economic prosperity without a sound, inclusive, and functional educational system.
For us as an administration, our concerns have been twofold. First, to find an empirical means of getting our figures right and the best ways of reducing the number to the barest minimum. In the last 4 years, therefore, we have been making efforts to determine the exact number of adult school children.
Nevertheless, the government plans to prosecute parents who do not send their children to school.
The ministry called it not for the criminalization, because the idea has already been current even before us, but effecting it. And I think that at the time the governor also could also either give it effect or threaten to give it effect. And I think I agree with you that unless it is made a crime, until we start jailing parents who refuse to send their children to school, there are many who will still behind religion, behind culture, or behind so many other things. I agree with you, and I think it should be done, and it will be done.
Over the last 4 years, the government has invested about 350 billion naira into the basic education subsector. This is part of government's efforts to address the challenge.
I promise that we'll try to bring the number of out-of-school children to about half. I must apologize, we have failed in that, but I believe we have put everything in place for the next minister to achieve this.
Beyond investments in the sector, it takes political will on the part of the government at the state level to drive the figures down.
I'm just going to post that report there, which is from one of the mainstream media. I say a very good morning and welcome to those of you that are opportune to be watching this live broadcast and those that would also have the benefit to watch it later. My name is Ola Yomi Koiki and the date is 26th of the 5th day of May 2020. The time check on my clock right from London where I am doing this broadcast is exactly 6:40 a.m. It could be a different time zone from your own location. One thing first and foremost is you've been able to see our headline as usual. Nigeria at the verge of breaking up. And some of the indexes or the pinpoint that would also be part of that is what I have been highlighting in the last couple of days and weeks, and I will continue to do that, because if you want to mention to those, especially at home, that are feeling the bond and the pain of our conversation, you must also use that same mechanism and some of those information, that reason why a country that could not either fix the education sector or the health sector for the last 59 years would not have opportunity to do that in another 59 years. And we haven't got that time to wait, because that country had that whole opportunity for 59 years to have done something different, to have been able to fix the security issues, and that would have helped maybe those in the northern part of the country to have quality access education. Are they deliberate? What could be the indexes? What are the reason that education sector and the healthcare sector that is the key in terms of building the best out of the economy and helping, and so many reasons. I'm sure a lot of you that are very conversant and very intelligent will say the education sector means a lot to so many people, and if you're not educated, how much can you be able to ask the politicians, the lawmakers? You must be educated to know how you can demand your right. First and foremost, I'm going to open the phone line quickly, but if you're calling in, we know all the problems of Nigeria. We can discuss that from today till tomorrow. But the topic is what I want us to focus on. Could they be the reason why we have been pushed, to say enough is enough? There's so many reasons why we can continue to use. But this morning, education and healthcare sector, two key areas that push people to the brink of poverty, where then the politicians take advantage of that. Could something be done if we have a new nation? Yes, it is possible. How can it be done? We have vast amount of people that are well qualified around the world. I have left my notepad upstairs, so I'm going to run back upstairs and pick that up. But while I'm doing that, I would roll back the few, I won't be less than a minute, but I will roll back the remaining part of the ODUDUWA. ODUDUWA, for those of you that might want to know the meaning, it says the righteous God. If you're going to be part of those that want to say the truth, you must be ready to be hit back with so many people that might not be pleased with that. And like I said, I will continue to use my platform to educate those at home, to tell them the reason why we have get to that full stop to break Nigeria up. You might not like that word B-R-E-A-K. A lot of Nigerians that are not educated doesn't even know the meaning of breakup. Let us explain it to them in the real sense of what they would understand. Enjoy the music. Thank you very much. Aramide rather. That's Aramide Fadilikpo. That music came out on the 22nd of March 2020. And I listened to one of our own Gani Adams yesterday. And part of the notes that I wrote down, he said something that we, the Yorubas, are part of those engine room of South Africa healthcare sector and education sector. We have about 500 Yorubas, those from the ODUDUWA, side of the country, that are the engine room. And I'm sure a lot of you understand what they mean by engine. The mobile phone that I'm using, without a good engine, you will not be able to listen to me. Those of you that have vehicles, if you wake up in the morning and you start that vehicle, it's not running, it's because there's something wrong with the engine. I can use so many illustrations when it comes to engine. Engine, even in the body, as long as you don't have the nutrient, you're not looking very good, you look haggard, and also that means your engine might not be able to perform as good as it is. If I've not been able to have a good quality sleep because there's no electricity, there's no light, I've been thinking about so many things that could affect the engine of the body. The engine of the body of so many Nigerians have been battered, have been destroyed, and that has so many reasons. And part of those reasons is what we are also going to be throwing back, especially to those Nigerians at home, to tell them that you can stay within this confinement of yourself, or you might also look at another options that is just on the table. It has always been on the table, and it will continue to be on the table. It will materialize, it will come true. ODUDUWA is not something that you can just push aside. You only need to listen to Gani Adams yesterday. If you are still convinced that it won't happen, then you as a diaspora, you are not doing your own little bit, because by the time we keep this push and keep pressing the gas, that means you are waking up every souls that are not educated by telling them that education and your healthcare sector means a lot to you for the rest of your life. If you don't have those quality things, then what would eventually happen is you will continue to either go back to your church when you're not feeling very well, rather than going to the hospital and be checked and be examined. If you're not educated, you cannot challenge these nasty politicians that have kept you bondage. He also says something. 1,000 of the ODUDUWA people are working tirelessly night and day to work within the education sector in South Africa. I'm just using Africa at the moment. I'm sure you know somewhere where you are. You know somebody somewhere where you are that works in the education sector, that works in the healthcare sector. We have so many brilliant ODUDUWA women and men, young, old, working tirelessly at the NHS here in United Kingdom. Can we bring them back home? Yes, we can. Would they go back home with this current situation? No, they won't. He said something, and these are part of the notes that I took down during that almost 4 hours interview, or less than that, he had on Heritage Television. If you have missed that interview, I will try and put the link onto this broadcast. Find the time to sit down and listen to every bit of it. So many things came out of that interview. I can continue to use that for the end of this year based on what I had yesterday. And part of that is what we are discussing today, the 26th day of May 2020. Thank you to those of you that are also watching. I'll get the phone line open. I want you to tell me what part of those two sectors would quickly be used to break up this country. Please do remember, for every time we come online, as a diaspora, do sign that petition. As Nigerians at home, sign those petitions. It's already pinned there. Nigeria is on the verge of breakup. He said, and I quote, "Politicians are wicked. Politicians are wicked. Our political system has been destroyed. It has been destroyed purposely, so that 13.5 million young men, boy, that should be going to school every day. You go out there every time. Will you go out there when you go to Nigeria before the COVID-19? You see them all the time. Let's get this caller that have just joined us this morning. Good morning, caller. Your name, where are you calling us from?
Good morning. This is Mark calling from United States.
Good morning, Mark. You've seen the topic, the education and the healthcare sector. We know what the problem is. Your contribution through this program, I want us to really focus on that, because we must focus and tell the reason why we want to break up and go to Biafra land, go to ODUDUWA, even save those in the northern part of the country from the nasty location that have not helped them in the last 59 years. Go ahead, Mark, from United States of America.
Okay. First of all, I want to say Nigeria is a country where things can work perfectly fine, just like every other country in the world. Just like United States. I moved there over a decade ago, and I can tell you there were a lot of things that were built in my presence. For example, in the healthcare sector where I work, I know in my hospital where I work as a nurse, there were many buildings like ICU, the car, the garage, and many departments that were built in my presence.
Wow.
So it doesn't take a long time. I was talking to a friend of mine that live in Finland. So I think what he told me was, "Oh, do you know United States is 100 years old, 200 years plus old. I said, okay. Then Nigeria is about just less than 60 years old. I said, no, you're not making any point. It doesn't take the years. It takes the the intelligence and the genuineness and the heart for your country. You call your country, because at the end of the day, we have intelligent Nigerians here in America, doctors, nurses, and when you talk of like the Yorubas and the Igbos, we have the nurses and doctors in Texas, in my state. These people are doing very well. Would they want to go home? I don't think so. Why would I blame them? Heck no. With the situation in Nigeria, not until Nigeria government decide to get it right, and it's not going to work. And I think if that leads to division of the country, it's all worth it. So that at the end of the day, the Yorubas, the Igbos can actually cater for their people the way they want to. And for example, right now, I was in Nigeria a while ago, and a general hospital, they call it.
Yeah.
Could you believe me? When I passed there, and the place looked like you can't even rear animal over there. You can't treat goats or just animal. You can't treat them there. Even the farms we have here, where the cows are kept and animals, is even far better than what they call healthcare center. And I shed tears. So
good morning.
What a wicked heart.
One minute, Mark. Good morning, Mark. One of our very intelligent professor. He has been to Nigeria so many times to had his own, opportunity to give this location 9, but they won't allow it to work. He's an ODUDUWA man. I don't know. It might not agree to what I am saying. I don't want to say I don't care if anybody agrees to what I'm discussing or not. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. But I would say good morning to Professor Rotimi Jayesimi, that I know that lives here in UK, and I know his impact as an ODUDUWA man, what he has been doing for decades in the healthcare sector right here in United Kingdom. Not that he has not been to Nigeria to support that same healthcare sector. Would they listen to him? No. Would they take his information? No. The time is up, and we are no longer waiting, because 13.5 million children as we speak right now don't have access to education. Our healthcare sector is as poor as nothing. Go ahead, Mark, from Texas in America.
Right. So, like as I said, it doesn't take a magic to get it right. These people knows it. The leaders, the politicians, they know all that. I think there are a lot of issues to actually talk about when it comes to good leadership. Leadership is not a birthright. It's a privilege to lead. And most of these people don't, it's so unfortunate that our so-called leaders don't understand that. You know why? Because they saw their conscience. All right? Something is done about it. And, I think I say this. Power can be taken by force. If it has to come to that, I think I'm ready to go for it. I don't care. So what am I trying to say here? In America, and America think ahead. They continue to build. They don't say, you know what, we already got all we wanted. No. As far as I'm concerned, been living in this country for over a decade, they continue to build. More plans are coming, into place, and they are building. They are working. They're thinking ahead. And Nigerian governments are not doing that. Instead of them to be thinking ahead, they're thinking backward. So how can we move forward, with those kind of leadership, like people that don't think ahead? And it's not going to work. So I think hopefully we're able to take this, make this work out within our, in our generation time, and so that we can actually, make that country better. It's possible.
Well, that country is not going to work. It's too late. It's only going to work when we break it up into pieces, and everybody can fix their region and deal properly with those leadership that you're talking about. And we won't be forced to have people that we don't want on our neck. We won't have leaders that, because they have, that influence at the moment, and enforce them ourselves on people, and yet nothing has worked from the state level to the local government. And we are not going to be discussing healthcare sector for almost year in, year out. It's too late for that. It's non-negotiable. I'll quickly let you, wrap it up quickly so that we can give more people opportunity to join. But being the first person that called, I'll give you another 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I totally agree with you, because unfortunately, the way they are playing the politics, it seems like some ethnicity background, or let's say for the non-Trump, for example, it seems like they are not ready. Sometimes I do see some of the video, they call them Arua or whatever, youth or whatever. The way they speak, it's like their agenda is for destruction. Or it's like it's forceful. You cannot take people along with you, people that have been tired. They're tired of your corruption.
Can I come in there, Mark, for one second? Yesterday, Iba Gani Adam said something, that when they were having the confab of 2014, and they were talking about, look, let's work towards, the UK and the America. Those from the northern part of the country were saying, no, we will do it our own way. And each time they keep looking at them and say, but how do we move forward if we're not working towards things that are far better now? Why should we be stuck? And this was people that we believe will have better understanding, and yet they've kept everybody, on this bondage for the last 59 years. Go ahead, Mark.
Yes. So, Yorubas are smart. Yoruba can get it, Yoruba community can get it done. I see what they're doing here. They are intelligent, they are successful, they are doing well. Likewise, the Igbos. It's only the outside have not had opportunity to get to, come across in the United States of America. All right? And this set of people are the ones still, taking the country backward.
Well,
and
I want you to respond to this quickly. They will not be able to protest because the current education sector will not understand people to know that. He said the masses don't know their right. We need revolution. The current system will get us nowhere.
Correct.
And that's part of my two topics today: healthcare sector and education. Go ahead, Mark.
Yes, healthcare sector. First of all, when talk about education in Nigeria is nothing to talk about. But the people are smart. They are willing to be educated. They are willing to be enlightened. They are willing to do the right thing. For example, right now, people, you have young people going to high school, elementary, high school, and colleges and all that. Guess what? When they come, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday. He said, Nigerians, what do they know? They are not educated. They are not smart. I said, I totally disagree with you. Nigerians are smart. I don't want, especially the Igbos and the Yorubas and the Edos. So I totally disagree with you. First of all, you should be talking about the lack of opportunity. People are going to school, and when they go to school, and they're even ready to go further, getting masters on whatever. But when they finish all that, where are the opportunities for them in their homeland? Okay, because in America here, I know how I came here, I know how I started. And as soon as I finished, guess what? In my own room, in my own computer, from my own computer, that's when I sent job, resume out and all of that. And before you know what happened, I started getting interview.
My mom, when she was before she retired at the parliament here, got at that job just even from the newspaper, the Metro newspaper, the free one.
Right. So now, when can Nigeria be like that? So that is the problem that I think Nigeria need to first of all address. Create more opportunities. Also make the place. The Nigerians are already, intelligent enough. Just make the educational system more conducive.
Well, they won't make it more.
Encourage the people. Encourage people more. When you go to school, as soon as it comes out, you're gonna get a job. You don't have to. A lady don't have to sleep with an employer or a recruiter before you get, before you qualify for that job. Or the guys, you don't have to go and pay 200,000 naira or 400,000 naira, before you get a job. The jobs should be based on merit, qualification.
Wow.
All right? But that is not what is happening. a friend of mine a while ago, a couple years back. We were just talking and very brilliant girl, smart and all of that. And she applied for this damn job in Lagos. And guess what? She was qualified for that job. But when she went for this interview, the German white guy that was in charge of recruiting and all of that told her, you know what to do before you get this job. And she goes, I don't know, what do you mean? He said, oh, you're a girl, you know what to do. And what was he referring to? Trying to sleep with her. You can't do that in America. You can't do that in Germany, even your country where you came from. It's only Nigeria that is acceptable. So I think a lot of things are really, really wrong. And I hope that, Nigeria in diaspora, first of all, thank you for using this platform to create awareness. And I pray that this awareness, it will actually lead to success.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Many ways that will help our people back home.
Well, that's
a lot
it.
of problems to talk about. We can continue to talk about them. I will never stop.
That's it. Thank you very much, Mark, for being the first person and also somebody that knows the healthcare sector. And I would say this your point. You said it does not take years to build those infrastructure. Continue to build and think. Thank you very much, Mark. And that contribution was very powerful. I'll let him go. The phone line is officially open. Let's get straight into it. There is no time to waste. 59 years have been wasted already. You've seen those statistics. I don't even believe in those statistics. I'm sure there are more than 13 million Nigerians that are not in school. You see them every day. I know them. You know them. Let's get this next caller. It looks like a Nigerian number. It could be anywhere. Good morning. Your name, where are you calling us from?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, this is Pedro. I'm calling from Helsinki.
From where?
From Helsinki, Helsinki.
Helsinki.
Although you might see a Nigerian number.
Okay, that's fine. No, don't worry. Don't worry about that. Don't explain yourself. You don't have to. Go ahead.
Yeah, are you still online?
Oh, we're live.
Okay.
You need to mute your other device at the background.
Yeah, I'm doing so
I appreciate it.
away. Yeah. So
let's go ahead.
I just woke up now. I'm sorry if my voice is not there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I wake people up. I want you guys to be hungry. I want you guys not to sleep. Because if we are all been sleeping, I don't know how old you are. I'm going to be 42 in the next 5 days. There's no time to sleep. There's a lot of lives at stake as we speak right now.
Yeah, we're almost the same.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I got your number a few weeks ago. I was very busy, this online stuff that we found ourselves in this pandemic era. So I've not been able to call you. I thought I was going to call you one-on-one and we discussed at length, but I've not had that time. So, but let me quickly contribute to the point you are now. Because I follow you every day, even if I'm doing my own personal research, my project. I follow you every now and then.
Thank you very much.
So I have some couple of issues. If I were in your shoe coming out on screen, you would watch me and you could tell me something about myself. You understand? And I am not against anybody who has voiced out about the rot in Nigeria. I am not against anybody. But there are options of how we go about this.
Tell us those options. That's why we allow people to call in. We might not agree with you, but tell us those options.
Yeah, it is not just about Nigeria, Nigerian politicians, or it is not about what could happen in Nigeria. It is the process through which or in which we can get what we want, the change, the positive change that we want. Could it be a true federalism where every region will cater for itself, or could it be that, okay, the last option, let everybody go its own way? You understand? But we are obliged to respect the international norms of how this could be done.
Okay.
You understand? So that is the area where personally I am having a drawback to actually say, okay, let us get it done. I study abroad. I only did secondary school in Nigeria, but I am more Nigeria than being a European. You understand? I know what it takes to get most of these problems we have done, even though I am not no. You understand what I mean? So all these years that I've been in Europe, 2 decades, I have always focused on what is the difference between Africa and Europe. How are these people doing it?
What is the difference between Africa and Europe?
Yes, I have worked in more than 40 companies doing different work. I did my university, my first degree here, and I did 2 master's degree. I am an economist. I did masters in finance and economics, and I had business administration. People of my type are not so many in Nigeria that engage in giving solution. I am a very good student, first class student. You understand? If you see my transcript, you will hold your head. You understand? I know how to solve, how to give solutions to problems. But the problem is that we will do it in a mature way, diplomatic way, that international community will hear our voices. You understand?
I can hear you.
Because we cannot get those things done alone. If we want to get ODUDUWA Republic, we cannot get
But
it without
do you think, sorry to cut in there, I'll give you more time. Do you think that people have not been pushing through the international platform?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, I will tell you, yes. I'm just going to open up the link in a minute.
The very day I saw you, the first day you came out, I was among the first people to call you.
Like I said, everybody, mine is to make sure that I wake you guys up. Nobody's sleeping anymore. You guys have been sleeping. So you've got 2 master's degree. Hello, you should be part of wherever you come from, in ODUDUWA, in Biafra, in Arewa. Even with this current system, they will not give you that opportunity. If you go there, they will throw those nasty things that you think you have. They will look at it. I said I've got a professor that is listening to me right now. I know he has been to federal government to do his little input. Have they taken it on board? No. Will they take yours on board? No.
So
go ahead.
The problem is that if we want to agitate for whatever reason, and we must do it in a way.
I just want to open that link. This was another one that was posted yesterday, addressed to the United Nations, UK, and others. But go ahead while I'm trying to open it on my WhatsApp.
Okay, we must do it in a way that the international community will respect us, they will listen to us, because we can't get any of this option alone. You understand what I mean?
And that's why we have another petition that we already opened again. There's a lot of things going on. People are already been doing that, but
I want to see people coming out. Then I will give the solutions that will even make the Nigerian leaders or even the entire African leader to kneel down and beg us for whatever we need.
They are not going to listen to you, my brother. You can sit here and speak all this grammar.
Believe me, I have the solution.
Look, there have been people. I'm not disputing your solution. I'm not disputing your intellectual. I'm not trying to bring it down, or just make it look like it's not going to work. We have people that don't care about all these things that you're talking about.
They will care.
Okay. We haven't got that time anymore anyway, so that's why I said we can agree and disagree.
Listen, Ola.
I am listening.
Listen, Ola.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, my brother. Listen, they will care.
Okay.
This solution that I have, if it is successfully coordinated and implemented, they will care. Okay. I'm telling you that they will care. They will be left with no option than to listen to us. Okay. I'm telling you. But the problem is that
I'm just showing, while you're talking, you might not be able to see that. I don't know whether you have another screen there, but if not, don't worry. I'm showing right in front of me here an open letter to the United Nations, US, UK, on the impending genocide in Nigeria. Just wait. Let me just read this. It says, I'm not going to read everything. And this was on the 23rd of May 2020, and it was done by someone Austin Noke, but I've read his background a little bit. Dear Secretary General of the United Nations, the government of the United States, the government of the United Kingdom, the global community, while the world has been preoccupied with the essential threat to humanity posed by global pandemic, momentous development have been taking place in Nigeria, which we feel compelled to bring to their attention. I'll just leave it that way. I'll post that link for those that wants to read further. So go ahead, my brother.
Okay, so let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I believe entirely that the health sector that you are talking about, which is the topic, and the educational sector won't work. it won't work. Do you know what I did? When I traveled to Nigeria 2018, I spent 2 months. What I did was to scan the situation there, then scan the mentality of the people. You understand? Then I then realized that, okay, there are basic educational elements that we are missing in Nigeria. You understand? I said these things are not about being an economist, being a professor. In the elementary section, in the secondary section, there are things that are missing that makes Nigeria children. Let me put it this way: children. Let's forget about the adult that could not be, that are even not corrigible anymore. The children in Nigeria, they are on their own. They are not given the necessary basic education that will make them understand what is life and make them understand the value of themselves. You understand?
Somebody said here, somebody said, "Oh God, what is the solution? Just hit the point." But we will not say Nigeria. We will not see Nigeria again. Just hit the point. Yeah.
The solution is that the syllabus that they have for the children in secondary, in primary and secondary school, they are just nothing but a shit.
Okay. Okay, my question straight to you now, because we're just going to be doing this. You know, I'm not here. I understand you want to put a presentation there, but what I want to ask you now is, why has it not been done? Is it going to happen in the next 6 months? I want to know if all this is not going to happen.
I have two reasons. First, I believe they don't know what to do. It's not that the structure, the little structure we have, even if they are not conducive, the little structure we have for education is enough for the children to learn the right basic education. But the fact is that I would say I have two reasons. I would say first, they don't know what to do. And secondly, nothing could be done without money being rolled and without their hands touch money. You understand? When I came back, I have few friends that they have been friend of mine for years before I traveled to Nigeria. When I came back, I told these people, I said, though I am not, I did not study education, but I know the problem. I must not study everything. As an economist, I know the problem of these children in school. I know why they behave this way.
I mean, sorry, I'll have to keep cutting in at some point. You know, that's what journalists will do.
So let me just
what I wanted to ask you is not to talk you off yet. I wanted to say, with all these solutions, can I just ask, what state are you from in Nigeria?
I am from Edo State.
Has your governor been able to tap into that experience to be able to solve even from...
I think he fairly tried, but given the resources with him, he fairly tried, but the fact is that he still does not know what to do.
Okay, so that means at the end of the day, we should just break it up and then get people like you to come and restructure it.
So
30 seconds for you more.
Okay, so what I did was I contacted people. I have contacted 2 sets of people, and do you know the first set asked me to bring the proposal to them?
Oh yeah. That we know all that the proposal, all this nonsense.
They said I should bring. I was asking for someone's.
You've taken about 12 minutes, and I really enjoyed that conversation. But you know what? Call me through the back room again, and we can continue with it. But Nigeria is not working. It will not work.
All right.
Let's take the next caller. You know, all these professors that call sometimes, you know, you have to just take your time with them. Good morning, caller. And I really enjoyed him, you know, he's a good economics, but he's even in state, Obaseki, I'm sure he's a Obaseki governor, but Obaseki is fighting now to come back to become the governor. Go ahead. Good morning, caller. Your name, where are you calling from?
Good morning. This is John.
Mr. John.
This is John.
Calling
from Cape Town.
Cape Town, South Africa. We're told that according to Ibagani Adam yesterday, 500 ODUDUWA Yoruba people are working in the healthcare sector and about 1,000 of them in the education sector. Fire on.
Yeah. I'm also new to your program,
okay,
Yomi.
All
and
right.
truly appreciate what you're doing. We are all in this together. I'm calling in respect of this caller that just called now.
Let's not wash him down. He's looking at it from a different angle. I don't want us to.
No.
Yeah,
I'm not
just go ahead.
down. I just want to chip in. Probably he should be listening by now.
Yeah, 12 minutes without making any meaningful point of suggestion. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm making my contribution very brief. I'm John. I'm from Edo State.
Okay.
And I'm calling from Cape Town.
So you're almost the same state with my last caller. Go ahead.
Yes. You see, the issue we're talking about, education, health sector, anything. You see that name called, according to Mayegu, he says Nigeria. There is nothing with your experience, donkey years abroad, bring it to. So long as that name remains Nigeria, it will never work.
Yeah.
Nigeria kills dream. I bet you that caller should go back home today.
That's why I asked him if his governor has been able to make use of it.
You have the solution. Okay, fine, implement it. What is the impact of your solution? Even in my state, nothing.
Yeah.
Speaking many grammar. That's not the issue.
Even if he wanted to, let me say this, John, please. I'll give you more time. Even if he wanted to do it, look. Do you know what Iba Gani Adams said yesterday? He said our political system have been destroyed. Our political system have been destroyed. So that man that has that knowledge is Governor Obaseki. He's not interested in all that now. He wants to become the governor again. They are fighting each other. They are throwing all this nonsense. So even if he had that opportunity to work in that education and the healthcare sector that we have been discussing, it would not work in this current country called Location 9. Go ahead.
Now, see his contribution. He's talking already. He's even already talking about it will involve money and stuff. I was saying, what the hell? Are you an agent of
I'm not the one drinking this. He's the little one drinking. I don't think I'm the one drinking.
The likes of Showore, I followed Showore because I know Showore never compromised one way. Because the government, what they do, as soon as you compromise, you are one of them. They kill your dream. You can't talk. You can't do nothing. The only solution to Nigeria is disintegration.
Nothing
else.
More.
No two ways.
You know?
No two ways. ODUDUWA, I don't care where I fall. Probably ODUDUWA or Biafra is fine with me. I'm a Southerner. Nigeria is never one. Never. Let me give you an instance.
Go ahead.
When I was growing up, yesterday was my birthday.
Good morning, Azobadele from Lagos, Nigeria. Continue, John, from Cape Town.
Yesterday was my birthday, and I'm 39. So obviously we are all like, should I say,
Lord of mercy. I'm worried for you as well as I am worried for myself and those below me.
Now, listen, when we were growing up as kids, we are used to know that Northerners, either Fulani or whatever, but Northerners, they are entitled to be holding knife, dagger. If a policeman stop me and search me, for instance, now on the way, and see knife, it's a weapon. But they see it with a Southerner.
Somebody said I should tell you happy birthday.
Thank you. God bless you. Someone will say, no, it's an Aboki man. Are we not Nigeria? Why will Aboki be entitled to knife? To hold knife about? Because it's Aboki, but you cannot. If you do, the police will arrest you. Now they've graduated to AK-47. You understand? They say Nigeria, we are scared to... How do we go about it?
My professor, hold on, John. My professor here says, my professor says the country has been hijacked. The mafia did it in Italy. The cabal exists in Nigeria. Is that the reason why those two sectors has been used to brainwash people so that when you're sick, rather than going to the hospital, you go to the church, you go to the mosque, rather than going to the education sector, you are becoming an hawk, trying to make a living for your parents. 13.5 million. Go ahead, John. Oh, did we lost John there? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Anyway, there's another caller on the line. 8103. Good morning. Where are you calling us from?
Hello?
You're live with us. You are the one that called, so you should be more prepared. Good morning. You're live now.
Hello?
We can hear you. Good morning.
Hello?
We can hear you. Hello? Go ahead. Good morning.
Okay, good afternoon from here, KOIKIMEDIA.
Okay, good afternoon. Your name and location?
My name is Alex. I'm calling from Philippines.
Philippines. Oh my Lord. All over the world, Nigerians. And not yet the country we say is working. If it's working, I'm sure you probably decide whether to live in Philippines or live in your location in Biafra land. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, first of all, I must commend you what you are doing. You are doing a very good work. To enlighten our people, to tell them how
things work.
Hmm.
And because
Akumo said that in location 9, it will
need
change very
thousands of
soon,
people
don't
like
worry.
you
Hmm.
in all angles
Hmm.
in order to achieve this great dream.
All right, you need to
Because-
speak up a little bit, Alex, because if I'm struggling to hear you, those watching us, and we have about 161, the number is growing, and this discussion is very important.
Many people like you.
Oh, okay.
all
Oh,
that
yes.
this
Okay, I agree with you. Yes, I'm sure more lives will be
So,
opened up by.
I will just go straight to the topic today. The
Go
topic is health and education. Right? So I want to tell you that I visited hospital in this country is an island. It's Ireland, they have nothing like resources, they have nothing like oil or gold, they have nothing. They only based in human resources. I will tell you that this country is that far as it is in everything, education is free, healthcare is free. I'm telling you honestly, when you go to hospital, you sleep on the floor. When you go to hospital, immediately you start inside the gate, air condition, everywhere. The environment will make you, will cure at least 3% of your sickness. But when you go back in Africa, you see that you have gold, you have oil, and nothing to show for it. So you begin to ask yourself, what is wrong with us? What is happening? So for us, there's nothing to be honest to ourselves. Forget about it. We all like Nigeria. We all like that country. But things are not working. And we can't keep liking it. Why things are not working? It's time for us to tell ourselves the truth.
That is a point that I want you to, because you said something, we all like it, but what has happened is, like Mayegun said yesterday, is like a father that doesn't like the children, but the children, they want us to like him.
Yes. So, as I'm telling you now, because when you go to a hospital, it's not equipped. Because you can't just build the structure without equipping it. When you build the structure without equipping it, that means there's just nothing. It's meaningless. It has no value. Understand? When you come here, when you see structure of hospital, when you go inside, you see that all the equipment is there. Everything you need that is there. Or everything you need, especially people that are doctors there. There is nothing.
The patient
there.
Jonathan calling from South Africa. I can see you already calling. Let's allow our brother from Philippines to continue.
There is an engineer that is servicing all the equipment here. But even in our own, even if you have the equipment, we will not have the engineers to service it. The people that will train special people that will service such equipment, what they have a problem. But in our own, once one thermometer have a problem, have a point, we just keep it there. We will not use it again. That one is just there. And if the community can go and buy another one. When you have a problem, they will keep it. They will not fix it. From there, everything is going. But let me tell you, if they want to retrieve health sector, it will be bound that no public officer should change for medical treatment outside. From president to councillor should not think medical treatment outside. You and your kids, your family will not think treatment outside. That's number one. Because if a governor now will sick now and fly to UK or fly to Singapore, fly to USA. Okay, when your son is sick, you fly to USA, you fly your son, you are not to USA. You will not be interested in what's happening in the location 9 as Frank called it.
Wow.
You will not be interested. Whatever they are talking about, we just okay, I see this or this one. If you give an excuse that this one is this one, this one. Understand me? Because they have access to medical treatment abroad.
Okay. All right.
No more the public officers going abroad for treatment. The bandit.
All right.
Talk about education.
Yes.
How can a president train his kids abroad and expect the president, expect the governor to equip the university or to equip the secondary school?
Okay.
Or to handle a very good environment for people to live.
All right.
So I study in this country. Will you go along?
Yeah, I'll just 30 seconds. Wrap it up quickly. Yeah.
You go enter university. There is every classroom has a condition. Is where the people in every material you need.
Okay.
Okay. The education is fully from kindergarten to university level in this country. Why they have nothing? They have no resources to do that.
To fund it.
They have no resources to do that.
All right.
Education is from kindergarten to
let's allow more other people to join us, Alex. I know you still have a lot to say, but let's allow other people also to hear their views, and that is part of what we want to continue to do. Thank you very much for your contribution. Good morning, caller 5359.
Good morning.
5359. Your name, where you calling us from?
Okay, my name is Ukomalak. I'm calling from United Arab Emirates.
UAE. All right, go ahead. Fire on.
Yeah, UAE. All right. Thank you for the chance. You know, I was just arguing with some people here, and the man was from Ghana. I was telling him that when I was younger, cup of rice was sold for two naira.
Well, but we don't expect
right
it to
now,
be 2 naira again, but at least
mine.
it could be better. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, believing that it will be better. Tomorrow will be my 34 years old. I now have 2 children in Nigeria. I can tell you that there is no way we are seeing the change. In fact, if we did not divide in Nigeria, we are in present now, our children will suffer most than what we have suffered. To be honest with you, the only solution is to disintegrate that country. Even the government themselves, they are fed up. They don't have anything to offer again. And my imagination is why our youth are still believing that something will happen, that government will do anything in our favor. I read what Professor Soyinka article he wrote on Facebook yesterday, and he gave analysis of the years. All those our leaders, how old they were when they took power from the Britain. Why not our people? Why not our youth rise up? And he asked them, he asked us, why are we still sleeping?
Why are we still sleeping?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah. So I believe this is the right time. I thank God that this COVID-19 is about to expose.
Do you know what is going to happen?
Sorry,
let me pick the name again because I want to address you with your name. What was the name again?
Uka.
Okay, Uka. I'll just call you Uka, and do send me a text message with your name. So next time you call, I will also have that showing on the screen. I know Jonathan from South Africa was trying to call me. I wanted to ask you this. You said there was something I wanted to ask, and that already skipped my mind now. Why are we still sleeping? But what I wanted to find out from you is the situation that we are at the moment right now. You know, we are at the. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, what I wanted to know from you is, you live in UAE. If the location 9 was better, I don't know how long you've been out there, but if location 9, also known as Nigeria, was better as at the time that you left, would you have the option to leave, or would you say?
Okay, I just left early January this year.
Wow, so you are still JJC. So you're not like me that have left Nigeria for 21 years.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I feel pain every day.
Yes, you will continue to feel pain because you just arrived and you'll be looking at so many structures, looking at so many systems, and you'll be asking, what the hell are these politicians damage to our lives and children that are coming in the next generation? Wow.
Yeah. Before I left Nigeria, I have an experience. I have been in Ghana, I have been in Togo. So I see the life people are living there. No matter, it's more easy for them. In Nigeria, you cannot boast of 24 hours electricity, ordinary electricity. Okay. You can never boast of it in Nigeria.
All right. Let's let somebody else join us, Uka.
You never have your peace. Oh my God. Okay, bro, please be strong. I know they will be throwing so many things.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We will definitely be strong. The time has arrived, and we're not going back. Thank you very much. Wow, Nigerians all over the world. He just arrived in UAE in January. Good morning, caller. Your name, where you joining us from?
Yeah, brother. I'm Charles, calling from Germany.
Charles, we have a lot of Nigerians in Germany. German machine, they call them. Their vehicles are very good. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, I really appreciate what you're doing.
We need to appreciate each other. We've been sleeping for too long, and we must start taking the reason why we want to break it down now. We must break Nigeria. I want to be in ODUDUWA. I don't care whether anyone agree with me or not. I'm not interested in that. Keep that opinion to yourself. Because at the end of the day, if we don't push it now, if we don't make it happen now, more children will become not able to go to school. And those that might not have healthcare system, do you know what they will do? They will be molested. by different people. And when I mean different people, we know what that means. Whether they're going to all the religious center, whether it's somebody that wants to say, look, I have this remedy for you, kept them in the house, continue to sleep with them. There are a lot of abuses going on when people are looking for health in their own capacity without having that healthcare system in the country called Location 9. Go ahead, Charles from Germany.
Yeah. The only thing I really to contribute is that I think it's high time we forget all these arguments and hit the nail at the head. We can't be living with monsters. These are monsters. The whole system has collapsed. The whole system has collapsed. Imagine how we are going around the whole world wondering like what I don't know. I think it's high time we hit the nail at the point. It's much. We can't be living with monsters. I heard one boy saying when you see them on the road, search them, you see knife. Now they've graduated to AK-47. This is something else, brother.
Oh, yes.
This is something else.
I'm getting my one video ready for
collapsed.
you guys.
The whole system has just collapsed.
The whole system has just collapsed.
So I think it's high time we call the spirit a spirit. Let everybody go in separate ways. Nigeria is not working.
No be fight.
It's not working, honestly. It's not working.
It's not working and it's not going to work.
You know, them home they think every day we enjoy here. There is no day I don't cry here. With everything I have, I'm even live with my smart TV watching you, but I'm still crying.
Yeah, because you have a proper human right. You know, I mean, you have passion for other people.
Yeah? Yesterday I was with my day before yesterday I was with Mazin and the car. Now I'm with you because I don't have work today. I'm crying.
Yeah.
What's all these things?
Yeah.
When is it going to end?
When is it going to end? And it's not going to end anytime soon. There's a video I'm looking for.
We take the bull by the horn.
We must take it by bull by the horn. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Let's get more caller in. Good morning, caller. Your name, where are you calling from? Good morning. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. This is Olatilewa Idowumatu from UAE.
UAE, Olatilewa. Go ahead, my brother, from UAE.
My brother, I just want to quickly make a contribution concerning ODUDUWA and Biafra.
All right.
I would like to beg Nnamdi Kanu and Showore and Yoruba leaders and Igbo leaders to apologize to each other. First and foremost, to apologize for pointing finger to one another. They need to broadcast that so that our people can aware that we have apologized to each other, whatever we done to each other to bring grievances in between us, and they need to apologize to each other for now so that our people can come together right now, because we have divided in between us, both Igbo and Yoruba, more unlike before. We have divided. What we need now, I just want them to choose a date, and a day and a date, that this day we are going to apologize to each other. After that, then we can start something else. Because right now, some people, person like me, I have bitterness in my mind, like somebody is pointing finger to my generation that we are bad person, we are lazy, we are that. What have I done wrong? Ever since my life, I have never said a bad word to other tribe. But people are pointing finger like this people is bad. We are not bad. The way we have good people in Yoruba, that's the way we have good people in Igbo. So, but pointing finger in the radio and blasting people, and people are listening, people can understand what is going on. But if Showore and Nnamdi Kanu can choose maybe next month, saying like, okay, this day, Yoruba and Igbo, we are going to say apologize word to our people, then people will start coming together and doing the way we are doing before. By then, we will move forward to get ODUDUWA and Biafra. Because I've been to the Igbo land, I've been to northern side. I cannot sleep when I was in Abuja. I cannot close my eyes. But when I went to Igbo land, I slept with my two eyes. I saw the place that during the Biafra war, I saw the place that they were bombed, the place that they bombed. So right now, what I want our leaders to do is to first and foremost apologize to each other, so that our anger can come down. Then we can move together and get Biafra and the ODUDUWA. That's my own contribution for now. I will get back to you whenever you are online.
All right. Thank you very much. Ola Tilewa, all the way from UAE. I won't pick a call for a few minutes. I want us to watch a video that I've got. Caller that is calling you. Just be patient while we roll this video and see why. If you don't kill Nigeria now, Nigeria will end up killing you.
So mo ṣe wá débi bí mo ṣe wá súnmọ́ ọlọ́kadà ní báyìí ó wá ní ṣé mo mọ Sunday mo ní Sunday bò ó ní Sunday kan kú mo ní mo mọ̀ ó ní bò ló ṣe jẹ́ sí mi mo ní àbúrò mi ti bímọ fún rí pé sóòrò wọn ti kọra wọn ó wá ní kí fóònù nọ́mbà àbúrò mi yẹn mo wá ní àmì kí fún yàn nọ́mbà tèmi gan débi nọ́mbà àbúrò mi pé kí ló dé tẹ̀lé fẹ́ gba nọ́mbà ó kàn yọ fóònù jáde lápò mi ó kàn fi kíní ọmọ yẹn mo bá ní ọba lélẹ́yìn kí ló ṣe sọ̀kadà gbani ló bá dé ọ̀kadà ò gbà ó pé òun lòun bá sáré bá wọn gbé lọ sí hospital sáfẹ́mù ìyáwùdí mi ìsinyìí mo bá sáré gun ọ̀kadà tẹ̀lé pé wọ́n ní bàbá rẹ̀ yóò nà ìgbà tí mo sáré hospital yẹn mo ṣàṣírí pé wọ́n ti ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ so bí mo ṣe ní pàtí tọ́jú ẹ̀ yẹn mo wá sáré.
I will interpret in a minute. Just let's roll it first here. But at least you can understand that this boy has been battered. That is what is happening. He has been beaten.
So ìgbà tí màá fi délé ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá rẹ̀ padà mo ti rí wọn sí bàbá ẹ̀ ti gbà lọ́wọ́ wọn ó ti mú wọlé so kò dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ́ ní
he was beaten by the father.
mo kàn lọ káwọn area boys méjì ní pé kánjọ ká tẹ̀lé mi ká lọ ibi báyìí so bá ṣe débi ibẹ̀ báyìí àwọn yẹn bá lọ bá pé ọlọ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ni kọ́ ọmọ fóbìnrin kìíní kankan wọ́n bá ní à tí bá débi báyìí pé òun máa
Those are the damage that Nigerian has done. It was the father, the husband of the woman that beat the son like this. This boy was beaten by his father. The father of the boy did this to this son. If Nigeria is not killed now, we will end up seeing situation more like this. Can you see? In ODUDUWA land, we won't tolerate this kind of nonsense. Alright, let me just pause the video and then let me pause that video because it's quite a lengthy one. People don't know what damage Nigeria is doing every day. Let's get this caller coming through, then I will. Okay, I think I lost that caller. Sorry, caller. I did mention I was gonna play a video. 9906. Good morning. Your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning. My name is Adetayo. I'm calling from Sweden.
Adetayo. Good morning from Sweden.
Good morning, Uncle Yomi.
Good morning, my brother.
Yeah, I wanted to just...
Oh, Jonathan, I'll call you back after Adetayo. Sorry, I realized I didn't call you back. Jonathan, I'll call you back. I know you're watching me from South Africa. Go ahead, Adetayo, from Sweden.
Yeah, from Sweden. I just want to drop my comment real quick and real fast.
Go ahead.
First of all, I wanted to kudos to you and kudos to everybody because I think last week I started to follow you. Then I've been following my ego for very long time, and that bros is always on point. Before I started to follow in Nabzi in Kano, I always hate him. because of everything that he's saying and everything. I was like, what is wrong with this?
Why is he agitating for? What is the problem?
Why is he addressing people like this
and all that?
But later on, I sit down, then I go through his things, and I try to realize that he's fighting for the right thing. So, my point is that we are going to break. We are going to break. No, that we are not going back. We are not going back. The old system, one of the callers says that the old system has collapsed. The old system is not collapsed. The old system has failed us. And we need to rebuild our old system now. We need to rebuild our old system. At my work, I used to say, "Oh, we are going to depart. Everybody's going to go on their own way." But we have a lot of Nigerians in my own work, and they will say, "What are you talking about? We are not departing anywhere. Nigeria is not departing." I said, "Listen, whether you take it or you leave it, I can see some development. I can see that the train is moving. I can see that we are like a tsunami now. Then we are going to break." But please, Uncle Yomi, I want you to do something. I know it's only UK and America that has been active of this thing. But the rest of the Europe, we are still a little bit more lesser. So we need to spread our wings.
Oh, yes.
Down to the rest of the Europe. Okay? The day that I knew that Nigeria is not working, that was 2011. I left Nigeria in 2011. My first country was South Africa. And I got to South Africa, oh my goodness. The road, the structure, everything is perfect. Then we are still in the same country, in the same continent.
Somebody said there, Precious says, breakup is the way forward and every technocrat can assist in fixing their regions.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, like Sweden here. Like Sweden, what do they have here? They don't have anything.
What just give us roughly estimates population of Sweden?
I think there should be
roughly,
around
give and take.
Yeah, there should be. Their own population is not that much like.
I'm not looking about them. I just wanted to something I want to come out from it. Just give me whatever you can think out of your figure, give and take.
Okay, there should be around 5 million.
So that means even if we have another nation coming out that is 5 million out of Nigeria that he doesn't want to go with ODUDUWA, that is fine. That's what I wanted to get.
Exactly, sir.
That's my point. Go ahead.
Exactly. Exactly. And their system is working. The bus, the train, everything is working. Even though the community, they are doing their own housing thing without not talking to the prime minister or anything. They are doing their own different thing, and the country is moving forward.
It's moving forward,
and that is what I expect from ODUDUWA.
Thank you very much. All the way from Sweden.
All these old people, all these people that they have involved in the government before, they should be out.
They are fragile.
They should be out.
They are
we
fragile.
don't want anybody that's been involved in the government before. Then whether you are a politician or you collect the contract from the government and anything, out. We want fresh ideas.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adetayo.
Thank you very much, Uncle.
You send me a text so that I can save your name during this, your number, and when next you call, I will know that is you. I know Jonathan has been trying to call me from South Africa. I know, oh boy, somebody else is already calling as well. Okay, Jonathan, bear with me. You will get through. 9433. Good morning. A lot of us, we are not looking back into the topic that we are talking about, but I know everybody's in Nigeria will break, whether they like it or not. Whether they don't like the way we say, it will break up. Your name, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Italy, sir.
Italy.
Yes,
and what's the name?
My name is Festus.
Festus. Go ahead, Festus. Welcome again.
What I wanted to just contribute, not much, but, Nigeria, I've seen Nigeria problem. We are trying to say we are going to break up this. It's fine. We go separate with what? Who is going to do it? Who are we taking to the new country that we are going to serve? Just Nigeria is all about greedy and self-respect, self-power, self-everything. Everybody wants to be on the top. It's like, if, for example, we now go to a new country now, who is going to lead us? All Nigerians.
Can I come in there if you don't mind? I know people don't like when I come in there, especially those that they want to hear your view. But as a journalist, our job is when people are talking, we see something around the line. If you say, who are we going to use? What are you doing? Are you not part of those that can be used?
No, not me. Our leaders.
Forget about the leaders. Let me ask you something. When I came here, I'll give you more time. 1 minute.
Have they not seen Nigeria's greedy set of people?
Festus, you are not listening to me. Do you want to listen to me? Have you been following I'll just give you an example. Yesterday, one of the Prime Minister closest ally traveled about 260 miles. I'm just using that as an example. He will resign very soon with the pressure that they are giving him. So what that means is, when I came here in 98, right, the same mentality that I came from Nigeria, if I continue to use that same mentality and I have not changed till now, then there's something wrong. It's either they will have locked me into the prison, the system will do that. Yeah. So forget about people saying, oh, who are going to be the leaders? We're not talking about this fraudulent way that things have been operating for the last 59 years. There will be measures put in place. If you dip your hand where you are not meant to dip it, you will go down for it. And it doesn't matter. This Prime Minister at some point wanted to lock the parliament. We took him to the Supreme Court. That's what we are saying. That system that we are currently in is not allowing that. Gani Adams said, and I quote, right, that our political system have been destroyed. Go ahead, Festus from Italy.
You know what I'm trying to say? For us to know that we are ready, we need to start from our governors, our local government.
You can't do anything now because those have been having the... Do you know that Lagos State have not signed the Amotekun bill into law? So when you say this governor and this chairman, do you know that every political party from the local government must be signed by somebody that is the godfather? That is as low as the local government. Local government becomes something that they want to appoint who they want in there. So this, I just repeat, maybe you didn't hear what I said. Our political system have been destroyed. So nothing is going to function in this particular political system.
Okay, quickly, let me say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, we are trying to get something. These people want to get something from no one is ready. Even the local government, even the governors in our states, in our where we say, okay, we want to get ODUDUWA, we want to get Biafra, the government, they are not even in our side like the Kano now. Now the Kano is looking for something now. But the government are not in his side. Nobody, it's just that the local people that doesn't have say. But we are saying we want to break up Nigeria. We are going to start from somewhere. Or like the Euro don't want to join us because they are getting something from these people. And nobody wants to care about you. It's like you are just talking. The set of people you are trying to fight for, they will not be saying, hey, what is this idiot? What is this person saying? Let him go and sit down. There's nobody bringing agitation. Like Spain. Spain said they want Catalonia. This is a developed country. But it's still difficult for them to get. You understand? It's not likewise Nigeria that doesn't have any law, that doesn't have any body. Like, look at, let me use the case of Showore, for example. Showore said we need good governors. We need good presidents. That's the truth. That's what we need. That's what we need to start from in Nigeria. First of all, I'm not supporting, because everybody in Nigeria are fraudulent. I left Nigeria going to 11 years now. When I get to where I am now, and I know that Nigeria does not allow you to move forward, you cannot say anything. Everybody wants to just make money or want to get to the top anyhow.
And that is part of what we are now doing. That is part of what we are also doing.
Okay, for you to break those kind of yoke is very difficult, my brother.
You said so. Look, I will take you back again to what Gani Adams said. You see, this is the problem that, he said diaspora don't know the power that they have, to push this struggle. So if you sit down and you say you've been out of Nigeria for 11 years, and yet, you are still saying that, we cannot change the mindset of the people there by pushing it and making them understand that education and healthcare sector, that is my topic this morning, is part of the reason why that system is not working. All right, I think I've had you, but thank you very much. Let's get another caller in. Good morning, caller 5. to, okay, I'm not sure who that caller is. Okay, I've override another call. Sorry about that, because the caller that I picked up now is calling from Lagos. Good morning, Abiodun.
Good morning, my brother.
Go ahead. You've had your people that are outside and they've been discussing, and I'll let you fire on.
Yes, my name is Abiodun from Nigeria, Lagos to be precise. Have been followed many programs for quite some time, like I said yesterday. But I want to say this morning. We are looking or listening very carefully to what people have been saying. My brother, we are like 10 years old baby or 10 years old boy that cannot walk, cannot talk, and cannot do unnecessary things that his age can be doing. And because the parents are giving him food, he thought it's okay. We are in trouble when we have a 5-year-old child that cannot walk. If by now people can see things, to separate will be difficult for us. It means we don't know what we are saying, we don't know what we are doing. And let me tell you, those two in diaspora, I said something earlier. Failure to know that this is our problem, not people in Nigeria's problem. Failure to know that you are contributing more to your problem, especially in the future. I said something from my last comment. I said, if you people fold your hand, you will eventually discover that your people will be having problems every time. And even over there, you may not even have rest of mind. We cannot do anything with this politician. I believe people are asking, what is the way out? The first way out is what you are doing, my brother. This is first way out. Because people have been blindfolded. We need to remove the veil from the eyes of people. We must let them realize, no, we are in another slippery world. This is our right. We must fight for it. Number two thing, Iba Gani Adam, I listened to him very carefully, and I put a cut through him even after the program. He make us realize that he's ready, but even these so-called politicians, they are the people behind this predicament we are facing in Nigeria.
Politicians are wicked. He mentioned that yesterday.
He mentioned it. That is why when we are watching programs like this, I want to beseech people who must be very careful and listen very well, so that we know where we are going to. I told you yesterday I have to burn
Good morning, Moses.
Throughout yesterday because I want to watch a program.
Did you hear that? That's why I took this call, because I've seen his name as Biodun Lagos. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have to put on my journey again because I want to listen to it. And I told you about 2 days ago, in the middle of night, you were surprised that I'm still awake.
Oh yes, I was surprised. Yeah.
My failure to do this, my children and my grandchildren will face it. And that's what has been happening. Some, this man, that mentioned to me yesterday.
Oh yes.
And he mentioned, and he gave us some. I'm sorry, I'm not implicating him.
Oh yes.
And I'm not pointing it. But the truth must be told. He make us realize these people have some gimmicks. They will not come out, but they have some wings. They have some people they are using. And no wonder, even you are what we are doing now. No wonder you can see some people are telling you are doing, you are saying rubbish.
Yeah.
We are not going anywhere.
I mean, people that are living outside the country will say that Nigeria is not going to work. Why are we wasting our time? We know it's not working. That's why we want to disintegrate peacefully, and we will do all options on the. Even Ghanaian Adam says it's not that, we want to kill people. No, we will put all options on the table.
My brother, let me be honest with you. Born in UK by Nigerian parents, you may be claiming a citizen, but you are not. There's some level of racism, which everybody knows that.
Oh yes, no doubt about that.
No doubt about that. So, if you were saying we are the same thing, we were not the same thing in Nigeria.
We are never the same thing. Never the same thing.
We can
And you know, Ibagani Adam, sorry, let me come in there, Biodun. He said something. Okay, don't joke with these Fulani people. I repeat, don't joke with these Fulani people. They have messed up the education. They have messed up security. They have messed up everything.
Let me bust your brain. If you don't know what Ibagani Adam is saying yesterday, Ibagani Adam saying they have another plan for coming a nation, but people don't understand. I read it, I've saw them saying it even from Kano, that during Yaradua, Yaradua was unable to complete his tenure. And Buhari is continuing his own. After Buhari, they want to bring back the tenure that was unable to complete by late Yaradua. And that is why this is the man that just died. He has been planning, putting things in place to become another president of Nigeria after Buhari. That is why they were bringing Al-Mujri from the north to the west. That is why we said no movement, but their trailer moving Aboki every day from north to the south and to the east. That is why they were catching Boko Haram yesterday. Today they are recruiting them, giving the army uniform, because they are ready to finish us here. They are ready to scatter everything. That is why they were giving our man in armed forces compulsory retirement and bringing their men in there. So that when problem arise, they'll be able to control the affairs of everything. That is why Buhari is digging or planning to plant another refineries in the north where they don't even have crude oil. Please, let us wake up. We can never be deceptive. They are destabilized everything. I wonder, even at this century, a president cannot use an pipe. How can they improve education?
That's the area I want you. That's the area I want you to talk on now as well. The education and the healthcare sector. You are currently in Lagos.
The health sector. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Nothing, my brother, is absolutely nothing. Is zero. And I don't know our people in diaspora. If you are following them on the media, but you don't know what is going on at the roots. These people know how to manipulate. They know how to use media. They are sugar-coated. They have sugar-coated mouth. They can talk for 90 tomorrow. You people will be tapping for them. They are working. They are working. They are working. If they want to show Lagos State now,
so they'll tell the media.
If they want to show Lagos,
do you know that Ibagani Adam said so as well yesterday? That if a media come and report something now, they will call that media. The media will remove that content, and we add something to it.
My brother, don't forget that I have a media house that publicized Eastern Nigeria for few months before I was warned that next time you do anything obscene, you are going.
That's it. Did you hear that?
And because I don't know anybody, I just have to fold my hands and be watching. If they want to show Lagos, for you, they will go to Airport Road. They will video that area, post it on video, on media, on television. You people are saying you want Lagos City are working.
Lagos.
Go to Ajegunle. Go to even Surulere. Go to Somolu Bariga. I'm virtually everywhere. If I can drop from Bagada to Oshodi and spend more than 3 hours, I don't know what trouble are we still looking for again. Are we still expecting?
Thank you very much, Biodun from Lagos.
Sector, my brother, nothing. I said it's zero. So let me stop here so I can give other people room.
Thank you very much for your contribution. I had to give him that opportunity. I know, Jonathan, you were calling from South Africa. But okay, I'll take this caller, then I'll come to you, Jonathan, in South Africa. I've seen you as well, indeed, from US. Noin from ODUDUWA. I'll pick your call later on. Let's hear this caller. I think this is a Dubai number, if I'm right. Good morning, caller. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning. This is not Dubai number. This is Istanbul, Turkey.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know. I recollect that number because I was there last November. Go ahead.
Okay, it's a 90.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Please, this is my first time calling your show, And
let's make it
my
snappy.
name is Joseph, coming
Good
from
morning,
Istanbul.
Good morning, Joseph.
Yes. The Nigeria we are talking about, there's no country called Nigeria.
Okay.
Nigeria is not working. Nigeria will never work. Nigeria will never be. It's very simple. I don't understand what is going on with our youth. Okay, let's see. Our politicians are the problem. We understand. But what are our youth doing? See, I'm 34 years old. I left Nigeria when I was 22. Just check how many. Okay, if I am okay in Nigeria, why should I left my home in Enugu and come to here and struggle?
I know, and I know I don't know. I mean, you don't have to go into details. I was in Istanbul in November. Those in Istanbul, the maltreatment that's going through there.
If the healthcare is working, if the education is working, what am I doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing there? That's
a country that speaks different language of
they are nasty. Those Turkish, they are nasty people.
I'm forced to speak what I don't know. I start learning the language I don't know.
Did you hear that? The Turkish, they are nasty. Sometimes people go on holiday. Don't be deceived by the country. Nigerians and Africa work that are living in Istanbul, in Turkey. The maltreatment that they are taking them through. You guys don't know anything, man. Jeez.
They don't know. Okay, no, hold on, please. Let me chip in something. Okay.
You need to sign the petition that has been going on. Let me put that again. Please do help us sign the petition. We need everyone to sign it. We also need you to continue to look. 1 minute, Joseph. Everyone has a role to push with this struggle. It will come true. Look, if UK is going to go into 35% in terms of shrinking economy, Nigeria will go far better than that. And that means there will be a brink between where the poor will hit at on those that are their politicians. It's coming. They have not even, look, we are not come out of, look, people are still locked down. They've even released people to be going around like infecting each other. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the economy sector where the main money that we have, the crude oil, we are not make, the crude oil is on the sea like Gala. They are not buying it. And do you know what that means? In a layman, people won't have money in their pocket. People will go to work. They will not pay them. So do you think that people will continue to go to work for 2 months and continue to get half payment after 2 months? They will revert back. So don't worry about it. Go ahead, Joseph.
Okay. See, I travel. I went
home precious, for yes. Christmas. Turkish are very unfriendly. They'll be speaking their language like that. They are nasty people.
Nasty.
Go ahead, my brother.
If you don't speak what they are here, you gone. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about you. You understand? Okay, I went home for Christmas. I just came back 2 months ago before the lockdown.
Before the lockdown.
Before the airport shut down. Okay, I was in Lagos. I supposed to go to my local airport was shut down, so I supposed to land in Asaba. On 20th of December, I bought my ticket 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 a.m.
You won't leave that airport till maybe in the afternoon or in the evening. I
ended up getting to Asaba 7:20
in the night.
Evening.
Can you imagine? And you call that a country? Somebody bought a ticket at 9 o'clock in the morning. That is somebody that would have gone to America and come back.
Let me make it clear to you more further.
Thank you. Somebody's watching from Canada. Thank you very much.
Flight, in airpiece, ask anybody who traveled on that flight. For more than 20 minutes, we boarded. The airplane could not leave, and we were sweating. No AC on that airplane. And one American girl, she's in Nigeria, but as an American, I said, I believe in America. And he rose up and said, and she rose up and said, what the hell are you guys doing? If you cannot run the airplane, you shut it down.
That's it.
And do you know what somebody said in that airplane?
Oh, shut up.
Said, if you will shut it down, how will you go to Asaba? This is the fucking problem. See, permit me to use some words. I'm not diplomatic. I am not diplomatic. Okay.
Nigeria has damaged a lot of brains and people.
The country has. Nobody want to take challenges.
Yeah.
The youth are lazy. We have accepted all the nonsense these people are doing.
Medrocracy,
No security, no lights, no infrastructure, no healthcare. Nothing is working.
They're nasty people. That country. So if we develop and look at the airport that they have. I mean, they have a good structure. But what do they have that we don't have? But what has happened is they failed us, and we're not interested in restructuring. We're not interested. Let people that want to be in Nigeria, they can create another country with them and call it Nigeria. It's as simple. It's as simple as that. But we will make sure we continue to enlighten people. Yeah, they will delay you for hours with no explanation. I said I've been there, Turkish. I was there in November. I saw the Africans that are selling clocks all on the side road. Oh my Lord of mercy.
People are suffering. Nigerians are suffering all over the
world. All right, my brother, let's get more call coming through. I know there's another caller from Lagos, Bayo Oloro. You're live with us. Good morning, my brother. You okay, Mimuna? You're on drink. All right, go ahead, Bayo, while I just get the kids some few drinks and then we can continue. Go ahead, I'll let you hand over now. You go ahead. People can hear you.
Okay. I actually had to call in because I've been reading the comments and most of the callers, people have been trying to, well, not trying, because we don't really know this time around who is paid and who is not paid. So we have to really be careful.
1 minute, somebody was trying to call me. 1 minute.
Okay. Yes.
I've been wanting to keep my noise down. Go ahead, Bayo, while I'm making the kids some drink. Go ahead.
No problem. Yes. Like I was saying, you see, one problem with Africans, somebody called in and said Catalonia is a developed country, is in Spain, which is a developed country, and they still have not gotten their independence. That's a false information. Catalonia is independent as we are speaking right now. They were able to get their referendum, and after the referendum, a document was signed. First, they declared an independence on their own, and then the international community rejected the independence. Are you with me, sir? Are you with me, sir? Hello?
Just go ahead, Bayo. Just give me a few minutes. Just go ahead. In just about a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Come here.
All right. So, initially they declared their independence, the independent state of Catalonia. The international community, UN included, rejected that nationality. And so they had to go through the process of referendum. And as we are speaking today, Catalonia is an independent nation on its own. So a lot of people, they will perhaps be paid to kind of scare the people, to tell you your governors are criminals, they are not for you. Look, whether your governors are the devil or even the major enemy of God, it does not matter. The rule of law is the rule of law. Whether they like it or not, it is still them that we are going to pass through. Whether they like
I was told to take my noise a little bit down. My kids are sleeping and my son said I'm waking him up. You see the you know what I am fighting for is not for me, but also we have to inconvenience people, and that is what you guys have to understand. We have to inconvenience ourselves to take ourselves out of the bondage.
That's right.
Kids are sleeping up there. My wife just called me and said, they just, I know you're doing what you want to do, that's fine, but just, take the noise down a little bit. I have to inconvenience people. You must inconvenience yourself to get, look, freedom is not going to come easy. Go ahead, Bayo.
Very good. So, whether the governors are the devil, whether they are the major enemies of God, it doesn't matter. The rule of law is the rule of law.
That's it.
Because the way we go through this thing, first we go through our state houses of representatives. Then they will copy the federal houses of representatives. Look, we voted these people in to represent us. Whether what we are doing is what they want, it doesn't matter. All we need is a recognized body which is speaking for We send copies of our interest to them. They will copy the Federal House of Representatives, and they will also copy us to every single email and every single sitting that is going on. Look, it's our demand. The only thing that people can do to cripple us as the people is to make you believe, our government won't initiate. They won't do it. No. Don't follow other people who are giving you such advice. They could actually be paid to discourage you. No, don't do that. We have to go through this process. I was telling some people on a page that I am part of. I asked them one simple question. They were saying, Tinubu is a criminal. He has not done it. I said, come, let me tell you something.
Please
Okay,
share so that we can get to so many people as well. Do share on your timeline. Don't be scared. Look, don't worry about people see my face on your own timeline. 1 minute bio. But if you're not putting it on your timeline, that means either you are scared that somebody will hear, oh, why have you put that person broadcast on your timeline that is saying that Nigeria should break up? Don't worry. Put it there. I am the one that put my face out. It will break up. And the time is now. Go ahead, bio.
Okay. Yes. So I told them, I said, okay, no problem. Okay, you said Tinubu is a criminal, no problem. But let me ask you one question. Can Tinubu alone come outside and tell you that Nigeria must break up? Can one person say that? Because if he says that, he's on his own. He doesn't know what I am thinking or what I want. He doesn't know what you want. He doesn't know what anybody wants. Even Buhari, as the president of Nigeria, he dare not come out and say, I want to break Nigeria up. That is his personal opinion, not the opinion of the people. So I asked them a simple question. How many of you, since you have been shouting in your brethren, it must break up, it must break up, how many of you have made it official? That is where the delay is coming from. We have never tabled it officially. We have only been saying it on our Facebook and everything. That is not the general opinion of people. We need. I saw the petition that you created right now.
It's not me. It's been created by the by the some groups, and there's a lot of things working behind the scene. Pressure is going to come through. I've just shown earlier on a letter. I'll show that letter again. This letter, was generated, and that is already going. It says it's an open letter to the UN, US, UK on the impediment of genocide in Nigeria. So there's a lot of things going on. There's MP, and so I know we're still on the lockdown. We wanted to have a big protest, but all that is going to come in place. So there'll be more pressure right from us here in UK and across the other part of the world. Go ahead.
Excellent. Good. So now this petition is excellent. Beautiful. We also need something like this in the form of like a petition like this. Asking people, this is very, very important. I said it last time.
I remember. We must create a poll.
Yes, and the sooner we do this, the better. If I know how to put up all these kinds of things, I'll put it up a long time.
Citizenship is listening to us, and I'm sure you did mention that we must create a poll to sample people's opinion whether they really want to break up.
That poll is very, very important, sir.
Yeah, and you see, one minute bio, and this is what I said. When people are calling like this, you are all listening. Look, you can do this thing. I don't have to be the one to set up we can have multiple polls. You can sit down on your computer. It's there. There are some that you have to pay for it. There are some that is free. Just Google it. How do we set up it? You guys do poll where they send you a message, survey. Can you help us to fill this? Just do it in 10. Start spreading it. You can. We have about 245 people watching this. One of you should be able to do that. You don't have to wait because Bio is telling you as well as he's telling me. So Bio is not just telling me, KOIKIMEDIA, to set up a poll. We have intelligent people that are watching this broadcast. You can do the same thing, even if you still want one Nigeria, because not everybody watching us will say they want to break up. So we must have somebody watching this broadcast that should be able to set up a poll as we speak right now and send the link to us. Go ahead, Bayo.
So we need this poll. When we get this poll is where we start from. With this poll, we have the email numbers, email addresses of all of our representatives, both locally and at the state level. Or even if we don't have it, we Google it. We send them emails and we copy it. When they wake up in the morning and they get like 20 million emails, they know the people are speaking. There is no way they are not going to handle it. There is no way you are not going to get it as the headline news. If we don't get it as the headline news, we copy it and paste it on our Facebook pages. How can we send emails to our representatives and they are not listening to? They have no choice. These people are not there on their own volition. We put them there.
You see, this is why they want people to remain illiterate. Because once you don't know your right, they will continue to tell you, our government, it's a lie. Whether they are your worst enemies, they must do what they are there constitutionally to do. They don't have any right to do otherwise.
Okay.
Is this still these same governors that many people are claiming are evil, are benefiting from Nigeria? Is still the same governors that will press this our case?
Thank you
because
very
we
much,
put them there. They are not monarchs.
Okay.
We put them there for a reason. Now, part of the reason why we put them there, we want them to make sure that we are pulled out of Nigeria. We go about this the legal and constitutional way. Okay. And you people will be very, very surprised with the kind of result we are going to get. The highest thing that can happen is they can scare the people to make the people believe that they are not working for the people. And then the people will say, that's the only thing that any enemy of ODUDUWA Republic can do to you right now. But as long as you understand that, if you go through the due and legal process, you will get results, then let everybody be on board.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bayo. I've got a few calls that have already come through. I need to quickly return those calls and just a few regulars. Jonathan was calling us all the way from, what's it called, South Africa. Let me see if I can get through to him. We still have a few more time, so you guys will get through. Let me call this researcher from US, Nonyi Uduji. I'm calling you. I know you. We have a lot of brilliant people. These are people that also. I mean, when people call and say solution, you got the solution there. Set up a poll. Good morning, Femi Arato Kwanle, a security consultant, been going to Nigeria. Okay, Nonyi, your line is it's come through. All right, I was okay. I won't pick that call. I'm gonna decline it. Go ahead. You're live with us now. Let's make it snappy. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name remains the same. You see, Mr. Yomi. What I wanted to know this morning, today, is this. Why that contraction is still together?
Good morning, Michael. I could see you there. Michael is one of our family. You probably have to get a resident. He's a Uganda, but married to my sister in Nigeria.
Why Nigeria still remain together today is because of the Yorubas.
Okay.
The moment people like you has rise up to say enough is enough.
Good morning,
yeah. Nigeria is about to divide.
We are not. They don't even know. They don't know what is coming. And I think I will play. I will play a video after this conversation.
Let me tell you, you are doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
And I'm telling you that you have not this. You are part of the people that will divide this country peacefully. Because the reason is this: a lot of us, a lot of Yorubas, a lot of your people has realized it, but they are afraid. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to say.
I'll give you more. I'll give you more time, Onyi. Let me put this across. I received a call yesterday. The person might not be watching live because they're scared now. Some of our community leaders in UK.
Can I continue?
I want you to hear this before you continue. I received a call yesterday. Just like I've been receiving since I've been putting out these messages. And this is a community leader. I won't mention his name, but very popular within the Nigerian community here in UK. He put a call through to me. And he said, he called me earlier a day before, and I knew that was the line he wanted to go into, but I didn't give him the time to push through. And he said, you even asked if I went to pray in the Eid. And I said, places are shut down. Anyway, that's not where I'm going. He now called me yesterday. He said, but you were in Nigeria some years back and you were showing us places of Nigeria and events. I didn't even allow him to land. And I said, Nigeria is no longer working and I don't want to be part of that. He ended that call straight away because he probably knew the next time I come from my mouth might not be good. And that is why I'm putting it on record again. You might not like what I'm saying. I don't give a toss.
Better.
Just wait there. Let me push it a little bit more. Hear me very well. My name is Olayomi Koiki. I don't give a monkey of whoever you are. Nigeria will break up. It will break up. You might not like the word, the way I'm saying it. It will disintegrate peacefully. But there's all options on the table. Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. So, as I was saying, you have started the right way to peaceful break and the right way to develop this part of a country called Nigeria. Right now, what I'm telling you right now is this: you are doing a great job, but we're talking of education today. We need to enlighten the grassroots. We need to enlighten them. You know, fine. Lagos, it can get a lot of call from Lagos. Maybe some part from a developed area like maybe about all those areas.
We got a call as far as Castina yesterday.
Okay, yeah, I know. So what I'm trying to bring out, the people at Ogumosho, the people at all those local areas, what our great leader Nnamdi Kanu did is this: he went to the grassroots first and enlightened them why he's doing this, and people buy the idea. And everywhere in the southeast today, everybody is talking about Biafra.
Shall I tell you something? There's a lot of, there's ODUDUWA TV. They are speaking pure Yoruba, not English like I am doing. That's number one.
You work with those
ODUDUWA TV? We are working together. I'm not just the only one. We are all working collectively. Yeah.
With what is going on right now, everybody is tired.
There's no doubt about that. I want to point something to you that they're also working on. I was in a meeting 3 days ago, and those ones are going from another strategy. They're going to support the people from the grassroots by giving them support financially, helping them so that they would understand where we are coming from. That's another group. That is the only thing. They're not going to be coming online that they will be talking about it a few times, but they are already, and they've been doing that already, and they're fully registered in Nigeria. But their mission is to go into the southwest of the country and start telling people that are selling tomatoes that you're talking about. So there is, look, Yoruba are sophisticated. I'll give you another 2 more minutes so that we can get more people coming through.
Okay. So with that, with the grassroots, as buying this idea, I'm telling you, Nigeria is going to come in pieces any moment from now. Then with that also, I also look at the method that also Madin Nanzikalu is using. He appointed in every community as a leader of IPOP. So with that, you people can also point in every community you should have a leader, not with those who are looking for money, because the IPOP guys are not looking for money. What they're looking for, the genuineness to bring the good report and send to him, because if any leader mess up, Nnamdi will stay there and remove the person immediately. Okay, so all
right, you got 30 seconds so that we can get more callers through. Quickly, 30 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, so with that, you can be able to achieve that in that area. Also in the area of getting to the elites of the country. I know a lot of elites, like people like Obasanjo is tired of Nigeria.
Oh yes.
Because right now
I said 3 weeks ago, one former prime minister. I'll let you go now. Let me pick Jonathan. I was almost going to call you Jonathan. Jonathan from South Africa, my brother. Just wait there 1 minute. 3 weeks ago, I can tell you this. A former prime minister here was in Nigeria during this lockdown, and the whole conversation is Nigeria will break up. Forget it. And the Ibagani Adam said something yesterday. I had about 15 notes that I wrote down. In 10 years, if we stand on our own, we can do far better. Do you know what that means? I have spent 21 years in this location that I say thank you to them. But that 10 years would have been part of what I would have been building in my own new ODUDUWA Republic. Go ahead, Jonathan from South Africa. Go ahead, Jonathan. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jonathan. You're live. People are listening.
Good morning.
You need to speak up, Jonathan. You see, they've already said I've been waking up people in the house. You need to speak up as well.
Can you hear me?
You need to speak up more. Increase your volume.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Olayomi. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. I want to contribute first and foremost. Majority of the people from the top who are behind this problem. Just give me some time, please.
Okay, that's fine. Mazi from Spain. Just be patient. You can see that there's a caller in. If there's a caller in, don't keep calling.
Like I said, the government, one of the instruments that the government are using in order to get their agenda is using the Yoruba's leaders. First and foremost, you see the Mr. Femi Adesina, the Nigerian journalist. That is an instrument the present government is using. And also the Minister of Information and Culture, Mr. Lai Mohammed, as his name implies, is full of lies. Now, another point is this. I want you to understand that ODUDUWA can only come to reality if Biafra and ODUDUWA stand on one solid ground. Biafra can also come to reality if ODUDUWA and Biafra come to one ground, as in one solid ground. I watched your program, I think 2 days ago, with Heritage Media. Yeah, I've been following up, and I noticed that the Heritage Media, the dialect which is being used there, is completely Yoruba dialect. To the glory of God, I understand Yoruba. I speak not so fluently, but I speak little. I understand Hausa. I also speak as well. So that is one reason why you were with the Heritage Media. I was still following up, listening. What I noticed there, even at the Heritage Media, they were more concerned about, because like I said, it was a Yoruba dialect that they were using to pass the message. What more concerned? They were much concerned about ODUDUWA, how to achieve ODUDUWA. But I will tell you, Mr. Olayomi, without having the Biafra coming together and the ODUDUWA coming together to stand on one solid ground, it will be hard for Nigeria to break up. I'm telling you. I'm not discouraged. I have so much belief in you. I believe that Nigeria will break up, but I'm only trying to say the way out, how the agenda, how our motive can be accomplished.
Okay.
Like as it used to say in the high school of WAEC, we have A1, B2, F9. Nigeria is completely F9.
Okay.
You understand me? So that is one point. I saw somebody also stated a comment on your Facebook, on your comment right now, but you didn't observe it. His name is I think Abiodun Oyewole.
Okay.
He said somebody may he said somebody will come for you and you will give up.
Well, that's the way he thinks, because everybody has different thinking.
I know. Sorry. Now I get the right person. Mr. Is that Ayotunde Emmanuel? Ayotunde Emmanuel. He said, I know someone will soon get to you and tell you to stop this.
Well, because he believes that in his own head. That's fine. Everybody has their own view.
What I'm trying to say, but I know you won't stop because you've gone too far to stop. Now, my point is this. My major point is this. Before I come to the topic.
Because you need to push it quickly, Jonathan. There's a lot of calls that wants to come through, and I have a video that I want to play now.
Don't forget the Easterner, which are the Biafra, and the Westerner, which are the Yorubas. They have a conflict. Before then, Zik and Awolowo were very good friends. The Hausa people came and get closer to Awolowo by his mind, and they made him father of nation. They gave him a title, and ever since then, that is where this misunderstanding came. Even the Igbos, the Biafra, they don't trust the Yorubas. I'm telling you to be honest. The Yorubas don't trust the Igbo. But this is not the time of trust or no trust. But the two people, Yoruba, which is ODUDUWA, and the Igbo, which is the Biafra, have to come together.
All right.
Because
wrap it up quickly, Jonathan. Quickly, 30 seconds now.
With the educational system, which is the topic of the day, there is nothing.
Mazi from Spain, just be patient. I can see you trying to control.
The health system is not working. The educational system is not working.
Yeah.
How can they work?
They can't work because those two sectors are the key sectors that have been used by the politicians. I know a lot of you that have been calling have not really focused on the topic of today because we really want to get those topic conversation in as well. And the reason for that is the politicians in the last 60 years have used healthcare sector and education sector to deprive the people of what they would know. And that way, you know, when somebody's wife wants to give birth, you will be calling the politician, I beg you, Jeff, for me, 10,000 naira and all that. Jonathan, I'll let you go. I'll speak.
Let me wrap it up, please.
All right, quickly, in 30 seconds.
Please. I want you to understand there was an agenda before now.
Hmm.
You know, Muhammadu Buhari tried to become president for 2 or 3 consecutive times and he failed.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
And this agenda came with the help of Bola Tinubu, Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Oh yes, there's no doubt about that. You know, we know that already. Yeah.
The agenda was this. The agenda was when you become the president, after becoming, you will also involve me. So what am I trying to say? Tinubu himself have an agenda of becoming a president, but I'm very, very, very sure, 100%, that they will disappoint him. The same way they disappointed Awolowo. That's the same way they will disappoint Tinubu. Okay. And that is the time all ODUDUWA children will realize that they have been used. They still have hope.
All right. Thank you very much. I will not pick a call for now for just about a minute. I want us to watch this video. And this was the this video I think was played was I won't take that call. I'll just wait for now. On the 17th of July 2019, and this was the former director, Department of State Security Services. This is what he said. Let us just let me roll that video and we can listen to it together. If anyone is calling, I won't pick that for now until we finish rolling this particular video that I want to do now. Let me switch over like that. I won't take that call and let's roll it. Where is the play?
If you look at the way the police operates, why not in the Abuja axis, Abuja Kaduna axis? You see,
not yet.
It has reduced. So why don't we go and carry out another operation, Puff Adder, in the southwest that is suffering the brunt now? And if I know the Yorubas, for instance, are very civilized. They determine, they call the shots of what happens in this country. They can mobilize easily and they are always united in their particular cause. So if we allow the Yorubas, the southwest, to come together to begin to pursue their ethnic agenda, then this country is finished.
Okay, I'm sure you heard that. I will play it again.
Look at the way the police operates. Why not in the Abuja axis, Abuja Kaduna axis? You see, it has reduced. So why don't we go and carry out another operation, Puff Adder, in the southwest that is suffering the brunt now? And if I know the Yorubas, for instance, are very civilized. They determine, they call the shots of what happens in this country. They can mobilize easily and they are always united in their particular cause. So if we allow the Yorubas, the southwest, to come together to begin to pursue their ethnic agenda, then this country is finished.
And that country will be finished. What you guys don't know is, as much as a lot of people, okay, let's take Mazi from Spain. Mazi, you need to just give me a minute. Let me just quickly put this point across.
Okay.
One thing is, me speaking, me as a Yoruba man, as a Yoruba boy, as a Yoruba within, the Yoruba complex of whether I'm known across the whole of Nigeria. I'm not just the only one speaking. We have other Yoruba that are speaking. And do you know them? No, you won't know them. The ones that will call and say to me, Yomi, we've seen what you've started. We've seen what Citizen AY have started. We've seen what the conversation has been going on. But when we saw you, we believe the time has arrived. I've received those calls. And I'm talking about some Yoruba within this community here in UK. One called me from Europe. He said, I might not come out, but what you're doing, we will stand with you. And those that might say, well, who are those behind it? Who is the sponsor? I will tell you, my mom already told me a long time ago that Nigeria is gone. I believe in it, but right now, it's dead as nothing. If my not heard the way I say it, we would disintegrate out of that location 9. Whether you believe it or not, it's a moving train. I will come to you, Mazi, Spain. Just give me another second. And you know what Ibagani Adam says? For those that think that maybe after 3 months we will stop this agitation or we will stop this conversation. He said during that conversation he had with all the Yoruba, because he's the general, they call him powerful, he's not just a general army. He's the one in charge of when we say we are ready. He's asking us, are you guys ready? And we are ready. And that means we are his foot soldiers. Go ahead, Mazi. Mazi from Spain, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, my brother. It's Mazi Ugunnaolibo. I'm calling from Spain.
Go ahead. Yeah, that was the former DSS chairman. Yes, you are right, Sunday. Go ahead, Mazi from Spain.
Yeah, my brother, I must thank you so much because of your resilience on this quest. There's a video I just watched now before I start. There's a video I just watched now before I switch on to the program. What happened to Delta State? The Delta State Oshimini local government chairman asked the Fulanis that live inside forests to move out from there within 7 days and look for a house or rooms inside the city to live, not inside the forest, so that there will be a peaceful coexistence between them and the members of the community.
Good morning, Wale, my cousin. Go ahead, Mazi.
And do you know what happened? These Fulanis, we think that they don't know anything that rear cows up and down. Do you know what they are saying when they are protesting in front of Channel TV? They are saying that the federal government should come to their rescue, that their land, that, do you hear what I'm saying? That these people, the Oshimini local government people are taking away their land, the Fulani's land from the Fulanis. Could you imagine that? You go to inside Delta State to live inside the forest, the land, the forest that belong to Delta State, and you say that the Delta State are taking the land away from you. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that it is time for everybody to wake up. Whether you're a Yoruba, Igbo, Yoruba, Ishekirio, Ijo, anywhere you are, Benin, anywhere you come from, this is the time for you to wake up. These people, we think that they're rearing cow, they know what they are doing. These people, they want to complete the agenda of Ottoman Danfodio. This is, they know that if they don't do it now, they cannot do it again. Everybody should wake up from their slumber. Whether you are sleeping or Igbo, Yoruba, wherever you are coming from, that southern part of Nigeria should wake up. And another point I want to make, everybody should start warning Channel TV. I don't know whether you are getting me.
I'm getting you.
Everybody should start warning, sending a signal warning to Channel TV, because Channel TV is the federal government is using, this Fulani government is using Channel TV.
Yeah, we all know that Channel TV is part of the government. Yeah.
Fulani government is using Channel TV to destroy southern Nigeria, the Christian Nigerians. See what is happening. Anywhere the Fulanis kill any Christian, do you know what the Channel TV will target? They will target bandit conflict. But when the people of the land want to chase these Fulanis away from their forest, the Channel TV will be the first to go there and say that the villagers are sending the Fulanis away out of Nigeria. Could you imagine that kind of statement? It is time every Southerner now should wake up and caution the Channel TV. If they don't want to broadcast what exactly what they see, they stop the broadcast. Otherwise, I can even start from here now and sending money from the east. If anybody that see a Channel TV broadcaster or what, they should destroy their camera and do everything the needful. If they don't want to correct their mistake, if they don't want, because all these channel TV, I believe they are Christians, and I believe that some of them are hearing this our conversation. They should stop all these atrocities. They join hand with the Fulani government to kill the southern part of Nigeria, the southern Nigerian. They should stop it. Everybody should do the needful. I want to urge everybody that is listening to this thing to even sending, if you are following the channel TV, start sending them signal warning that if they don't stop this kind of evil plan with the Fulani is to terminate the life of the Satanas, that will come for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mazi. I'm going to read something here that this is an investigative journalist named Fisayo Shoyombo. I'm sure a lot of you must have come across his powerful, investigation that he does in different areas. This he wrote on his Facebook, and when I post it, it's not my write-up. I won't pick that call. Let me quickly read this. He said, I showed that yesterday between the row between the Honorable Abike Dabiri, the chairman of the Diaspora Commission, and also the Minister for Communication. And he's saying, and I'm just picking that here. He says, the public spat between Abike Dabiri, the chairman of NIDCON, and Issa Ali Pantami, Minister of Comms and Digital Economy, is the ultimate proof of our president's laziness. Two employees of the same government can't so unrepentantly wash their dirty linen in public if there was indeed a head. So you can see that the damage that is, if these two workers of the government are playing out to the public gallery of what we saw, just think about the damage that is happening in other, hooks and crimes of the country. I repeat it again. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup. There is no doubt about it. I will take that call, but I just want to quickly put some of these points from what Gani Adams said yesterday for the benefit. I had about 15 that I jotted out. There's so much we will continue to use. He said, and I quote, diaspora don't know the power that they have. You, me, you don't know the power that we have. And until we know the power that we have, you will never stop coming to this thread or saying on your own different, applications of life where you discuss that the Chinese diaspora fix the country, the Israeli diaspora fix Israel, the Indians fix, India. So why are we saying that we that wants to break that country as diaspora, lock that place, lock that one. Okay, close this one, Memuna, because that boy I'll take that thing off him. So we, the diaspora, have a big role to play, and part of that role would be different in whatever we do. It's not just by me coming online and talk to people within my ODUDUWA, but also those in Biafra and those in the northern part. The caller from Castina said yesterday, why are you guys pointing, even though we couldn't get him clearly because there was a communication, because he said that it was raining, but we were able to pick a little bit from what he said. If somebody called from Castina and he said that we are not the problem, a lot of you are saying the North, it is the Fulani. It is the Fulani. Who are the real owners of Nigeria? I'll pick this call and I'll be getting my next video ready as well. This caller has been coming in and out. 5671. Good morning. Your location. Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Where are you calling from?
My name is Namdi.
Namdi.
I'm calling from Ukraine.
Ukraine. You see, all over the world, Nigerians. Ukraine. Go ahead, Namdi.
Exactly. Thank you for this great privilege to speak before our people. Yes, I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
Again, I've been following you, Mr. Yomi. Believe me, I've been following you. Early in the morning, I was listening to your broadcast, and I usually contribute. Yes, I've picked few points from some callers here, and some always emphasize on things that we know already. Yes, like what we need now is the solution, the way out.
Oh yes.
Yeah, one Yoruba guy that called from UAE, he stated it clear the way that I wanted it.
Okay.
Just let me.
Olatilewa, I think that's Olatilewa from UAE. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I'm from Abia State. We are lied to. If you see this new generation, 98 something in Nigeria, we were lied to that the Yorubas hate us. Yorubas, 98 something, they were lied to that the Igbos hate them. In Cross River, they were lied to Yoruba hate them, Igbos hate them. You see how these people penetrate. You know, they instill hatred in your mentality. The same thing that they did Hausa people. So when the poor masses are fighting, they will benefit from them. You know, they will be at the federal level enjoying, you know, cheering with each other, enjoying life, you know, laughing at our foolishness. Okay, I came to Europe. My best friend here is a Yoruba guy. He's a Yoruba guy. He's my best friend, and I'm his best friend too. Just like me. So we share. I know how we play our things that we do. You know how we communicate. We even fight for the entire blacks in Europe, not only Nigeria. And I wonder, in our own country, we don't have pigs and sanity. And now I like what we are doing and where we are headed to. Now what we need is unity between us, the ODUDUWAs and the entire. In fact, I call even the Southwest, the entire South. That's what I call it. Because we the entire South in Calabar, Efik, inclusive, Igbo, everywhere. We are more educated in Nigeria. My friend told me,
is it possible you hold on there? I'll give you some time. There's a video that I just picked from Mayegun Diary. Look, Yorubas, we are working together. You guys don't understand the power that we will bring to you. I said to you that you've been hearing from Mayegun, but it's like you have another Mayegun with the heritage, with the Odua TV, with all the collective of all the Oduduwas. We will break it down. I want us to listen to this. I just saw it as well, and it says there, you know, with the tag, if half illiterate and majority illiterate Agbiru, Abobakus of Lagos can think, they won't wash. This is, a video. You just wait there, and we will roll that video. It's a 5 minute. We won't play the whole video, but I just want us to get a bit out of it.
Now, two side to CMS. For paper, they write say now from Okoko. You dey hear me so? To CMS. But as I dey talk to you now, no evidence there for ground. Say now from Okoko, the thing wants to start. The whole length of that line at 27.5 kilometers. When they announced the thing to us for 2009, they talk say the money when they pay for that blue line.
He's talking about the trains that is meant to be in Lagos State.
Now over 500 billion naira na be. 500 billion, not be million, no, billion naira. Now the project they cost Lagos State. Okay. They begin build that. They build that. Till now, they never finish.
And I'll pause there.
10 years.
Till now, they never finish it. That is the rail line that is meant to be, working for Lagos, but it hasn't worked. Money, I'm sure, would have been stolen from different angles. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, my caller, Inamde from Ukraine.
Yeah. Thank you for the video you just played now. I've watched this video. I learned from this video. Anyways, it's just common in Nigeria. Anyways, and what I'm just saying now is what you are putting in now. I can see the Yorubas and the Igbos and the Bini Ishekiris in this your platform. No one is abusing each other. Your platform is is transparent. It's opening the truth. I can see the love is flowing. This is what we need for us to achieve our goal. That Nigeria is going to divide does not mean that the relationship, the bond we have with Europe.
Where am I gonna put my cousin that married an Igbo man? They have about 4 children between each other. They're living in Lagos as we speak. What about my auntie that lives in London, married to an Igbo man? You know, Chine say they are my families. So all these people fighting, thinking because we want to break up, we will not have relations. Look, you are in Ukraine, and I'm sure there are other tribes and ethnic that lives in Ukraine that are not Nigerians.
Exactly. And sir, there's another thing. You know, I always watch Mayegun. Mayegun stated something clear, of which I understood. He said that that nobody should mind people in his platform writing against the Biafrans, writing against the IPOD, writing against different people, you know, that these people are being sponsored, paid by Tinubu, that he knows most of them. That we shouldn't, you know, listen to them, that we should keep resolute. Understand me? You know, this same problem is everywhere in Nigeria. Every political system in Nigeria, every state has the same thing. You know, they believe
these guys are, most of them are under the payroll of politicians. They have different accounts that they will come in and do all kind of attack on whatever you are saying, because at the end of the day, that is like a job for them. But they are not looking at the bigger picture, that same politicians, by the time they are not doing very well and they need a medical, you know, expenses, the politicians will not pick up their phones.
That's it. You're right. That's the problem. You know, they're being paid 3,000, 5,000 naira to they sold their conscience to these few politicians. Even these few politicians don't know what they are doing. Believe me, they don't know what they are doing, because their generation will still ask their grave questions. Their generation will still ask their spirit questions, because what they are doing, they have betrayed Africa. See, if Nigeria, I think that Nigeria was united, without it has even that we have only the entire South as Nigeria, it would have been more better, because we are more intellectuals. You know, you can imagine a Fulani.
We have to bring this broadcast down in 10 minutes time. That means at exactly 9 o'clock we will shut the broadcast. We've done 2 hours. So that a lot of people that are watching it from different part of the globe, we can allow you guys to at least have a bit of rest. We can't finish it the whole debate. In fact, just quickly wrap it up, my brother, please.
All right, so let me just summarize it. What I need is unity, love. Please, like this young man said from UAE, that these freedom fighters should come on air to preach love to us, for people that don't know about each other's tribe, to understand that no one hates each other.
Okay.
You know, with unity, the Fulanis cannot penetrate into our lands.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Nandi.
thank you.
All right. This might be my last caller, so that we can shut it down at 9. Okay, that person has left. So one thing we have to remember is this is our 3rd series, and I'll repeat it again. I'm going to speak in my dialect for about just a few minutes. Just bear with me. Sherry, ain't understand me? Ain't an paying fun. Ni pé Nigeria ò ṣiṣẹ́, kò dẹ̀ ní ṣiṣẹ́. Ibi tí Nigeria dé nísìn, kò sí nǹkankan tó ní, kódà bó ní iléeṣẹ́ níbẹ̀ ni o, bó ní family níbẹ̀ ni o. Gbogbo tó wà níbẹ̀ bá ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, kò sí nǹkankan tó ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ìbànújẹ́, tó bá mọ̀ tán pè ní ìbànújẹ́ ni Nàìjíríà ń jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa. Ìbànújẹ́, kò síjọ́ kan tó bá jí báyìí, ìbànújẹ́ ni. Ìbànújẹ́ yẹn wá fẹ́ di ọgbẹ́ ẹkùn, tó di pé ẹlòmíì gan tó ń gbé ní ilé, tó ń gbé lálàáfíà, bí mi ṣe ń gbé ní àlàáfíà báyìí nísìn, iná wà, omi wà, íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì wà, oúnjẹ wà, gbogbo ẹ̀ wà. Tó bá rántí pé àwọn kan wà ní abúlé, ní Èkìtì, ní Oǹdó, ní Àkúrẹ́, ní gbogbo ibi tí ọmọ ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ oòjíire wà láàárọ̀ yìí, ronú sí, jẹ́ kí làákàyè sọ fún ẹ pé kò lè ṣiṣẹ́, a dẹ̀ láti make sure pé a shut it down. So ìwọ náà gbé lọ sọ fáwọn tó jẹ́ family ẹ, Nàìjíríà yóò ṣiṣẹ́. Tó bá ti ń send owó sílé, máa fi Odùduwà sí as reference. Káwọn máa wá bí ẹ pé kí ni meaning Odùduwà. Gbogbo ìgbàkígbà tó bá ti ń fowó ránṣẹ́, ìtẹ́mi máa ṣe nísìnyí yẹn o. Tí bá ti ń fowó ránṣẹ́, máa fi Odùduwà Republic sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. Wà wá kọ síbẹ̀ pé òmìnira ń bọ̀. Kọ́ wá bí ẹ pé èwo tún ní Odùduwà yẹn, so that wà lè ṣàlàyé fún wọn pé politician tó ń fún yín ní magí, tó ń fún ẹ lépo, tó ń fún ẹ ní ìrẹsì, níjọ́ tí wàhálà bá dé tó rówó school san, tálàfẹ́ oríṣiríṣi ń bá ẹ, ṣé politician yẹn, ṣé tó bá pe ilé aago wọn, ṣé wọ́n máa dẹ́ ẹ lóhùn? Ṣé politician tí wọ́n ń ṣàánú, tó rò pé wọ́n ń ṣàánú ẹ, ìjọ tí àìsàn gidi tó bá kọlù ẹ, ṣé wọ́n máa dẹ́ ẹ lóhùn? So in terms of fún ẹni pé jẹ́ kí làákàyè kó mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà yẹn ó yé mi, ibẹ̀ lọ bí ẹ sí, o ti wá wà nínú ẹ̀, o wá wò pé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ kúrò nínú ẹ̀? Ó easy, a kàn máa pín boundary ni. Tàbá wá pín boundary yẹn tán, àwa mọ̀ mélòó gan ni wá. So ní máa ronú sí àwọn málà àwọn Gàmbàrí àní máa ronú sí wọn. Gàmbàrí tó bá fẹ́ gbé láàrin wa a fẹ́ mọrú Gàmbàrí tó jẹ́. Gàmbàrí tó bá ń gbé láàrin wa a fẹ́ mọrú iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe, ibo ló ń sùn, ibo ló ti ń jí, ibo ló ti ń bọ̀, ta ni ẹni tó jẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe ń gbé nílùú yìí nísìn láti 20 ọdún tí mo ti ń gbé nílùú yìí, kò sí bó ṣe máa sọ pé wọ́n mọbi tí mo wà. Wọ́n mọbi tí mo wà. Gbogbo ẹni tó ń gbé nílẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìn a lè sọ pé bí báyìí ló ń gbé. So Nigeria will break up. Let's take this caller. Good morning, Humble. Let's make it very quick as I'm just about to wrap it up. Good morning. Go ahead. You're live already. You're listening to yourself. You have a delay in that broadcast you're listening to. Humble, you're live.
All right. All right.
You see, you're still listening to yourself. Focus on the telephone.
Okay, should I speak now?
Oh, yes.
Should
Go
I speak
ahead.
now?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead and speak.
Okay. Now, first of all, I want to say thank you for the good job you're doing. My name is Humble. You can also refer me as Noble Nzadibe, okay? And I wish to contribute in this program following your efforts and your consistency, which I applaud massively. Because we have seen many people come and we have seen many people gone. We have seen many people who come to exploit the opportunity that they see that people are frustrated and they want to come and build popularity and make money with it. But I don't see you to be that way. I'm seeing you to be a man who knows what he wants. This is one of those things that I love in a brave warriors. You are going to be one of the warriors if you maintain this consistency. This is number one. Number two is this. Look, I want to read something that was completely said by Femi Adesina. That should be yesterday. Femi Adesina said in his comment, he said, Femi Adesina, the special advisor, media and the publicity to President Muhammad Buhari, have reacted to the recent situation happening in Nigeria, claimed that Nigeria may break down if action is not taken. He made this statement public in his meeting conference with the government officials relating to the current insurgency happening in Nigeria, where he narrates and also urged the government to act on the ongoing misery occurring in Nigeria. While speaking further, the special advisor also appealed to the Nigerians that they should rest assured that the current situation happening in Nigeria, that all are in total control. He also stated that the government officials will be working effectively to ensure that the life and property of Nigerians are safe and secured. Now, let me read the last version of his statement. Nigeria is becoming too overwhelmed with the current situation, and I'm becoming more confused and concerned every day about the current situation in Nigeria. If government will not do anything about this, I'm afraid Nigeria may break down soon. Now, what I want to say is this is the same man that have been doing photoshopping and be deceiving people. These are the agents of Fulanis. These are the people deceiving the ODUDUWAs. These are the people deceiving the gullible Nigerians. These are the people that have made many people to become blind. Now he realized that Nigeria is not working because of Aisha Buhari have taken over the position in Asarok, and they have two factions in Asarok now. Now, let me proceed. Before Aisha Buhari appointed Gambari, people don't know what is happening, and people should know that there is no Buhari. Let them not believe that man, that thing, I call it that thing there with mask, who is pretending, deceiving themselves that he is Buhari. Nigeria do not have a president. This should be established completely. And again, the same Adesina who is talking this thing is the same person who is telling you that if something is not
something is not being done now, that he is afraid and he's getting confused, is the one that the power and influence he has been taken over from him. Once that power and influence was taken over from him after the appointment of Gambari, he became totally devastated. Now he's speaking from the both side of his mouth. These are the same problem that people are having. These are the people that are overseeing the affairs of 200 million people. We should wake up. There is no Nigeria. There is no Nigeria. You got my point?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. There is no Nigeria. And let me also ask this question. If people are talking about that there is Nigeria, where is your president? Where is your vice president? People should not listen to Channel TV. Channel TV is deceiving people. There is no more Nigeria. What they are doing now is land grabbing. And let me tell you their strategy. After the rejection of Ruga settlement by Yoruba land, by ODUDUWA land, what they did was the federal zoo government, they gave them what? They gave them 100 billion to Mayatiala. Who are these Mayatiala? These are the people who championed the importation of open borders, and they sent in all Alamajiri from, not Alamajiri, terrorists from Sahara Desert, all the trained ISIS members from Sahara Desert, all of them, they came into the zoo. Because I don't recognize anything called Nigeria. Niger area. I don't recognize that. Now, what is happening is this. They have come to take over the place they said that is their land, which is what Ottoman Danfodio is the ideology of Osman Danfodio. If you watch Ahmadu Bello said, if we cannot find someone who can oversee the affairs of our own choice of what we want, we will buy a foreign machinery. This is what Ahmadu Bello said. So this
let's wrap it up quickly because it's exactly 9 o'clock. Just another 30 seconds, and now Umbo, you have a lot to say.
So in summary is this. We Biafrans, I'm a Biafran, I'm a proud, legitimate Biafran son. We Biafrans, we Oduduwa must stand up. If you check from the statistics of what is happening, if we can be able to stand up, people like you, men should stand up to speak up. People like you, more of them, we need to see them from Oduduwa land. You should be proud and be fanatic about Oduduwa. If you're not fanatic about Oduduwa, you will not be proud to die for Oduduwa. If you're not fanatic about Oduduwa, you will not be proud to fight for your freedom. We cannot be giving or called the name that doesn't belong to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And that is, I think, was a very good one. I'm going to switch the phone off. There will not be any phone call. Then I can close this broadcast. It's been another 2 hours. We will continue to pass the message. We will continue to educate and enlighten people. The reason for breakup is not because, sorry, the last caller that I want to call, you won't get through because the phone is now switched off. Reason for breakup will come in different angle. We've been discussing on education and health. And I've just pinned the last comment I will take from this thread that has been very powerful this morning, and thank you to every one of you to your contribution. But it's not just about just watching and doing the typing. It's also your responsibility to set up different polls and let us continue to gather all those evidence. The evidence are out there, but we can also take those evidence to the United Nations, to the ECOWAS, to every international community. They have records. The Christian has been persecuted. They know that already. But do we want to break up? Yes, they're aware of that. They're listening to us, they watch us. I can tell you that. From the MI5, from the DSS, and people might say, well, let's give time. There's no time anymore. Nigeria needs to break up now. It will break up peacefully. It will break up peacefully. And if we all press the gas, and what I mean by press the gas is push, 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 we can get this in the next 1 year. I believe so. And that way, we can start building. And then takes me to the comment that says healthcare cannot allow women with pregnancy to deliver free of charge in all hospitals in the country as a palliative measure to reduce the rate of poverty in this period. Even at the present condition of COVID-19, things we get from other countries outside are women with pregnancy also deserve palliative measure. But in the case F9 Nigeria, it is F9. Good morning, Odele, all the way from Canada. So on that note, I say authoritatively that Nigeria will break up. there's a lot of work that we might not be able to tell you, online. But I know with those, and when I say I know, we have a lot of, people that are pushing it as well from Nigeria. It's not just the Professor Banji Akintoye. You saw Iba Gani Adams spoke yesterday for 3 hours. A lot of you might not understand Yoruba, but if you can get a Yoruba brother to sit next to you and translate what he was saying there, there's a lot of coded message in that. Yoruba don't speak with all the words out. Sometimes there are things I want to say, I'll take it back in. But what I can tell you is, we have intellectuals among us. You think each time I come online, we have people also that prepared and say, look, we will break up. Not everybody will come on the screen like I am doing. Tell the government, take my video to the presidency. I don't give a fuck. Go take this video to them. And I want those of you that wants to put a call to me about Nigeria, stay away. Because Nigeria is not going to work. We will break it down so that we can rescue the lives and millions of people within the ODUDUWA, axis. They've taken us for a make for too long. But we will tell them that we are sophisticated as well. We will do this peacefully. We will put all the measures on the table. But Iba Gani Adams said something. We are warriors, Yorubas. And if you think I sit down here and say what I'm saying, then be prepared. So it's not just because I sit here. I've been to Nigeria a few times. The risk I take when I go to Nigeria, a lot of diaspora will never take it. And I can say that authoritatively. The risk I have taken each time I go to Nigeria, I'm not those Nigerians that go and just want to be, the diaspora that just came home and move along with the grassroots. And I know what I mean by that. I see the pains in them every day. We will enlighten them. We will educate them on this platform. There are different platforms that are doing different roles. But one thing you can be rest assured is, to those ODUDUWA at home, hope is just an inch away from you. No one believed when Boris Johnson said, we will take you out of EU. It delivered. We will be part and parcel of those that will deliver ODUDUWA to people at home. And I can relocate back to ODUDUWA land, and I can take you and take your family peacefully. We can't do that now, because you will not go and live in that location 9 because of the contraction that is God that would not allow you to do that. But when ODUDUWA is ready, in 10 years, we can build a better nation that can compete with any part of the world. Iba Gani Adams said so yesterday as well. And I so much believe in that. My name remains the same. Olayomi Koiki, KOIKIMEDIA. If you think you are fighting me alone, you are fighting about 60 million ODUDUWAs all over the world. Have a very good morning.